Introducing Fan Zone.
My friend Elliot from Canada.
We are still.
Say we are
top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league.
Allows any fan, anywhere you are on the planet, to broadcast live into our shows at the push of a button via our website or app.
I'm tired of hearing about the Europa League like it's silverware. So is the League Cup. So is the Dubai Cup. So is the Community Shield.
Ah, Michael, come on, they're not the same level.
No, I mean it.
Cecile. My guy.
Fan Zone on AFTV Plus. You can download it on iOS or the Play Store and have your say.
That sounds unbelievable. Being able to come on to AFTV live with Robbie and all of the other guests that come on. I mean, I think a few of you will definitely be calling in.
They'll need to after that game yesterday, won't they?
Yeah,
I might be crying for a shoulder to cry on. Like, sorry, go on.
Of course, you've already started with the bantering. But
sorry,
luckily,
guys.
we've not actually got any Arsenal fans on the show today. I say that, yeah, luckily, because I don't think I could hack it today. But we have got a big game today. Coming to the end of the monstrous midweek fixtures that we've had, we will be watching Spurs versus Man United. And today we have joining us Kas, who's a Man United fan.
Give him a clap, everyone. Give him a little clap.
There you go. Doyle's in such a good mood. I don't know if I like this. And obviously Fuad, our Tottenham fan.
The Arsenal's villain.
Honestly. And then obviously co-host Doyle.
Hi. You okay, guys?
Unbelievable today. What a lineup. I'm actually well excited.
I know he's excited to be.
I am, lads. You know I am. I'm looking at that headband and I just need that headband from you at some point in this game, lads.
Oh, this is
know what I'm saying?
for you today,
so I can start going,
Yeah, I'm actually really liking this headband. Is that a new thing?
Paying homage to Grealish.
Yeah.
The time he was dumping on City, and then obviously last time we were doing a Liverpool watch along, I used the headband as a prop to say this is what Van Dijk was defending, like a little bit. You seen that? Was it blind?
like Cyclops or something like from X-Men.
Oh, fuck,
Bird
like
Cyclops.
Box. That was it. It was almost like Bird Box.
And it wasn't just that,
VVD's
Ellie.
defending.
It wasn't just that. Okay, he was living vicariously through Man City, and I could tell he was a Spurs fan just through that because he's never seen success in his life. So that's why he was doing that.
Listen, I've been getting this from Arsenal fans for the last 24 hours. I'm ineffective to this.
This is why he's a villain.
Hours.
This is why he's a villain.
Listen,
no trophies. More like how many years?
Yeah, I love that you're saying last 24 hours as if that's the most
no, because of
15 years,
24 hours, obviously things have happened in the Premier League, and people have been a little bit more saltier than usual. But hey, I'm just there to commentate on the football.
I mean, let's get it straight. We like Fuad. Everyone likes Fuad. Okay, he's a lovely guy. He knows his football, but also he's the biggest troll in the world. Okay, so proceeding on from this, we will be trolling him back for the rest of the stream. Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely here for that.
Love you though, lad. Love you though, bro. You're my mate.
The game, as they say.
This is a really good topic to start on because, I mean, ahead of a game today like this, going into it off the back of, I don't even know. Can we let's think of one word to describe that performance that we saw on Sunday.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that word.
You can go last because I don't know about you.
I'll get cancelled.
Give us one word. What we're saying.
Just done your best Man United impression, basically, from the season, isn't it?
I like that.
I respect that.
Yeah. Not bad. Doyle?
I've had longer sessions doing some stuff than they have conceding 5 goals. Let's just say that.
Come on, Doyle, you give me yourself some That's a record for you, lad.
Yeah, nice try though. Sorry, given the host thinks he can.
An abomination, I think, would be a good word.
Yeah.
I think it was just, I don't know how else you can describe it. I said, forget as a Spurs fan, I think for as long as I've been watching the Premier League, it's probably been the worst 20 minutes I've single-handedly seen from a team. Like, to capitulate in that manner. And I know you're looking over thinking, we've had 7-0. I've seen 9-0 Leicester. I've seen 9-0 City, Middlesbrough, was it? Mate, I've seen all types of scoreline. But 20 minutes like that, where I can look at Lloris, Porro, Dyer, Romero, Perisic, Højbjerg, Skip, every name I picked out there, within those 20 minutes, you can look at some calamity they did to cost us a goal or something. So for me, I said that wasn't even, that was almost like a summary of our season.
Yeah.
That was almost a summary of Levy's tenure, if you like. A summary of Conte's last 18 months, all in like a nutshell, hitting you in one go. So it was a reality check for us of what our situation has been.
It shouldn't be a reality check though, should it?
No, because I said all season long we've been in the top 4 race.
Yeah.
And at the start of the season, I sat here and said, we're not going to be in this top 4 race. And people were like, no, but look, you're there. And I said, the only reason why we're here is because Liverpool are way out of it.
Yep.
Chelsea, way out of it. United, fumbling it at every opportunity possible. I said, we're only here because the others around us are so bad. There's no West Ham this year. There's no Leicester this year. So we're just capitalising on an opportunity. All of a sudden, Liverpool starting to get their things together. Yeah. Newcastle looking a bit serious post-Carabao. You guys under Ten Hag, pick and choose your moments when you want to be
just
active,
at home,
but you're there.
Just at home.
There. So for me, I've said when you look at those other sides and you look at Spurs and you look at the quality of the squad. Firstly, previously you would have said maybe Conte will be the one thing that will keep you guys going. He's not there anymore. You saw what Stellini did in this time while he was there. So I look at managerially, we have no advantage over these other sides. So for me, it's just the rest of the season is pretty much a free fall, how I can see it, up until the summer. Some of the inevitable Kane departure is going to happen. And then Lord,
where do you think he's going to go, by the way?
He's
because
going
yeah.
You know damn well where he's going.
I don't no, because obviously the Pochettino Chelsea thing is, for me, is a bit.
No chance.
He's going there, and then he might want to stay in London. Look, what Todd Bowley might spend the money, and we know he's going to put the money forward if he's going to be for someone like Kane.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware,
I feel like we're covering quite a lot of topics there all in one go, but let's just keep on the Newcastle game, because I think there's a lot to be said about that game. And I think even Daniel Levy, he came out and said it was unacceptable. I would say unacceptable, embarrassing, catastrophic, Spursy. They're my top 4 words to describe that. I'm giving you a top 4 because obviously only top 4 you're going to see this season.
A top 5 if you want.
Oh, go on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can give you a 6.
There you go. They're 5 wonderful words.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
that was an attack.
But it was completely unacceptable. And yeah, you have been getting away with looking like you're in the competition for top 4. But what you produced on Sunday, that was so far from a top 4 performance. It's outrageous.
Do you know what that was? That was almost the passing of the baton you saw of us exiting any further top 4 conversations and Newcastle for the foreseeable future entering in. And they did it in style. For me, I think you got to give Newcastle their credit as well for at home. They could have. I said this game was a 6-pointer because of the table positions, but Newcastle said, "Now we're really going to show you how far you've fallen off this year and how far we've come, essentially." And that's what that 20 minutes was pretty much a summary of. I saw on their YouTube channel they've dropped the entire first 21 minutes of the game. So listen, a big moment for them, and I'm sure they'll use it to push on for the rest of the season. But for us, boy, for me, I think it's going to be one of those moments where you remember Conte's rant the other week.
No, I've forgotten that actually.
Yeah. So that rant is going to be one of those rants in about 2-3 years' time. For the next couple of years, it's going to be replayed again and again, and people.
A bit like Ragnick, then, isn't it? Same thing.
But the thing is, with United now you've got Ten Hag. You can see kind of changes coming.
Yeah, but there's the other side of things as well.
But with Spurs, there's so many. There's Levy, the ownership. There's problems there. We have a director of football that's just been sent to jail. We have a manager who's basically just been sacked, and his assistant came in and completely fumbled it. Now we don't know what we're waiting for basically Chelsea to sort their mess out before we can sort ours out. We'll take the leftovers.
Do we not? Let's not bring Chelsea into this.
We're going to talk about Chelsea at some point today. We are going to talk about
it. We have to be because
no.
I'm sorry. How can you have one shot on target and have 2 goals and still lose?
How can one player have scored more goals?
I actually can't. I'm resigning. No, thank you. Talking about Stellini though, it's weird now that they kept him on even after Conte had left. Like, what did you think of that anyway?
It's embarrassing. It shows you that the running of this club, how bad it's been. From when you went through getting Conte in the summer, you tried to get him. You failed at. You went through 20 different managerial process. You finally got the man. You backed him like an idiot, basically, and then you gave his assistant the job. For me, I don't know what we're thinking there. It was literally a carbon copy of what we were complaining about with Conte's tactics and things like that. then you sack him, but now Ryan Mason's been left till the job. You saw what happened when last time Ryan Mason was left in charge.
To be fair, it was against who was it against Liverpool City?
It was City in the Carabao Cup final.
Oh, come on.
But even the last 2 games or whatever, they weren't great. They weren't inspiring. It didn't show me that there's a potential coach there like O'Neill at Bournemouth. You know, this is the thing I say about caretaker roles, yeah. You have 2 ways to approach it. You can either say, I'm a guy who's a placeholder, I know what I'm here to do, and I'm going to step back later on. Or you can come in and try and see it as an opportunity to say, I can leave my tactical imprint. Stellini, for me, fumbled a massive opportunity there to say, let me see if I can try something a little different.
He did.
He tried in the last game against Newcastle, a Hail Mary of trying to 4 at the back. Wrong game to try it when you know how well Newcastle press, how well their shape is. Joe Linton and these harassers they've got up front pretty much. And you want to come and play now 4 out of the back and play out the back with Porro and Perisic there. Come on, man. It don't make sense. It just showed his tactical naivety. And for me, it was a massive eyes on how bad the leadership is at Spurs from top to bottom. Honestly, this club is
sounds so familiar.
It's so rotten,
very familiar.
And this is the thing I always say: United fans and Arsenal fans have always been able to relate. I feel like in some capacity, whether it's their ownership or whether their squad needing transition, but nobody has the clusterfuck of all of it going on all at the same time, all at once. So
like
Man United happened literally last season. By the way, we had exactly the same season what you're doing right now.
They did with Ragnick
exactly
and
the same and worse. Do you know what I mean?
Guess what? As Man United, you always know you have the heritage, you always know you have the money, and you always know you have the potential to come back.
Support
I think
with
this
us,
is something that
once Kane leaves this summer, welcome to the
think that would
abyss.
be a good thing.
With money, it is an important thing because Daniel Levy for fans is a nightmare owner because he's always looking for a bargain. He's always looking for somewhere where he can make a really good deal, but that is just not what you want as a fan. I'm not saying, you know, Todd Bowley and the way he's doing it, throwing money at things, is the right answer either.
It's a balance.
But exactly, and I think we're on 2 completely different ends of the spectrum there.
But neither are a model for success. That's the point.
For me, especially when you look at 22 years, and I said on Stoppage on the weekend, we've probably been the most stagnant club in the Premier League in the past 2 years.
I agree. I was about to say this. You've always been the steady Eddies, lad.
You look at teams like Fulham, West Ham, Newcastle. At least they've had the relegation year. Oh, we're down in the dumps. But they get the Championship year. Playing attacking football, going for some silverware. The vibes are back. The fans have something to celebrate. As Spurs, you're almost in this limbo zone of we're never going to drop far enough to worry about relegation, but we're never going to push on to quite be successful. So we actually have nothing to celebrate.
You know what you are? You're a Martin O'Neill's spicy Aston Villa. That's all you are. And that's all you ever will be.
They're not even spicy,
and that's facts. Yeah, they were. Oh, back then, Milner, Ashley Young,
they
all
weren't
them players there.
They weren't getting in Champions League.
Yeah, I know, but it's just I know it's a little bit different. But you're basically
different.
you're just there. You're just there. Like it's just there. They were there in the top 4, but then they moved down a little bit.
I don't know. For me, I look at Spurs and I'm like, there's so. I feel like if we had the right ownership, a serious. Maybe the Jassims, I see he's struggling to go and buy United. If he wanted to come to United, if there were serious owners, I feel like the club does have the potential to maybe push on. As long as Levy is in charge, I promise you that we will never see.
I mean, Jim Ratcliffe has like 30% ownership of Spurs, I swear, in some capacity.
How so?
I think he's actually a sponsor of one of yours. You can have Sir Jim Ratcliffe if you want. No. Why not?
I've never heard of that.
He's a good billionaire.
ENIC own full ownership of the club.
The problem at the moment with Spurs is to attract world-class talent and world-class managers, you need a better reputation, and your reputation is known for being poor, mate. You get to where you're supposed to be and then flop. You not quite don't get there one season or you drop off. But you are the steady Eddies, but you just can't attract that world-class talent like a Pep, like a Jürgen. And that's why Conte going there. Honestly, everyone thought this is Tottenham's time, this is going to happen. But it tells you that the players themselves also, they're to blame, lad, in my opinion.
This is exactly what I was going to say, because
like,
I was going to say to you, who would you want as the next manager? Obviously on a 3rd manager of the season, same, but you know, you're on the 3rd manager of the season, who would you want next? What sort of manager would you want next? But also, is there a point even asking that question? Because is it the manager, or do you need to now look at the players?
It's
because
so
there's
much
no
bigger
point
than
getting
the
a
manager
in if the player's mindset isn't where it wants to be. Your players haven't, there's so many players that you've had for so long, you're not getting the money that you need investing in the right players, and it's like they just don't want it.
It's exactly what Doyle said there, and I think this is the biggest frustration with Spurs fans over the past 4 or 5 years is we went through the Pochettino where it was like, okay, we're finally going to break that mold and potentially crack that, and then it's like okay, you cut that down to give us Jose and to give us Conte in order to say you're going to give us instant success, but you've not backed either one like you actually want to compete like these other top clubs.
Yep.
So for me, it's a case of, is the manager, no matter what manager you get, are they ever really going to succeed? We've seen a Pochettino style, we've seen a Jose style, we've seen a Redknapp style, we've seen a Martin Jol style. We've had every archetype of manager, if you like. So no matter what, I feel like as long as this board is in charge, regardless of how good the manager is, they're going to be shackled. Conte won a trophy every single year prior to coming Spurs. Yeah. Jose, same thing, won a trophy at every single club prior to coming Spurs. Yeah. Pochettino's gone on to win a title with PSG afterwards. It's like the amount of players that have gone on to win trophies afterwards. So it's not, for me, I feel like a managerial thing. The ideal scenario, I think, get a Marcelo Gallardo or a Nagelsmann type, someone who can work within a budget, someone who can work.
I've got something to say to you about
the
this.
Nagelsmann, though, I feel like also it's going to create that pressure of, okay, Spurs are going to be back within the next year or so. And I don't know if the club are going to back Nagelsmann how he needs to be back, because Nagelsmann does need a budget. Let's remember, he's coming from Bayern Munich. He's coming from RB Leipzig, where he's had money.
Especially with the players that you've got right now. But you know what I'm going to say to you? This is mad. This is very controversial. Selling Harry Kane is going to be very good for Tottenham.
That's what I think as well.
Absolutely. Do you know why? Because the team is no longer based around him. This is an ultimate rebuild. New manager, new players, new system. Everything has to change. And Levy has to recognise this right now or go. It's as simple as that, because you're going to be mid for the rest of your bloody life if you don't change now.
I was going to actually, Man United and Tottenham in that respect, are they quite similar? Because you did, as you said, you went through that last season, and you've gone through the rebuild.
We're still going through it.
You're going through it, but I mean, you guys are doing so much better with everything that's gone on. So maybe you're right. Maybe that is exactly what they need.
And also
they had Eric Ten Hag on the process, literally interviewing him, and he rejected him. And the thing is, I suppose the club's given Ten Hag some control of what he wants to do.
And he should.
Is Levy gonna do that for any sort of manager? It's not just that. I don't think it's any manager. It goes to show. Look at Man United. They've had a dinosaur in LVG, right? They gave him fourth choice players. Jose Mourinho came in, didn't give him what he wanted. He wanted Van Dijk. They gave him Lindelof. Like around them sides. Then they thought, let me change it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Like, didn't work out. Good feel factor. Ole's at the wheel. All that garbage, right? And then now it's just until they sort out their recruitment and all their back staff and all that kind of stuff from top to bottom. Get rid of that criminal director of football and just absolutely go from there. Maybe Rangnick can come in. Maybe Nagelsmann come in as a pair, and start building it that way. That's the only way it's going to listen. Because you have spent some money this year, like all together.
You have spent money. You got Richie, for example.
We was getting told you was winning the transfer window battle, like as in the best transfer window has to go to Tottenham.
I was certainly not one of those fans.
I can imagine so. You're more realistic than most fans.
I was one of the ones telling you this is a failure, because if you're looking at a manager like Conte and seeing what he's had at Chelsea, seeing what he's had at Inter, seeing what he's had at Juve, and you think backing him is basically giving him a 34-year-old Perisic on a free, overpaying for Richarlison 60 million, giving him Lenglet on loan as a centre-back, and then an unproven Jed Spence from the Championship.
They didn't even want.
Winning a transfer window.
As an owner, you have to be ready, and when you pick a world-class manager, right, they're going to go, I need this player for my system, and you have to be ready as an owner to say, I'm not a football club owner, by the way, at all. But if you are one, you have to be ready to say, yeah, here's the money, lad, make this work. Facts. And if he doesn't, you'd have to be ruthless as well and sell these players on. When Liverpool was successful, we had to sell Philip Coutinho. He was our best player at the time, lad, but we sold him and we bought two other players, which became our two best players. You have to be ruthless. Same with Man United. They've found some success right now because they get rid of toxic energies like Paul Pogba, like Ronaldo. I'm not going to disrespect them, not toxic, but they didn't work.
He was toxic.
I think the Kane needs to leave, one, for his own success, but two, also, I do think, as you said, just to end this era, just to almost put an end to it. I feel like when Pochettino left, it was like one part breaking away, but Harry Kane, once he leaves, I feel like the fans will almost reset their expectations. Like, top four will completely go out of any Spurs fans' mind, and I think we'll actually have like a
go for a cup, man. Go for a cup. Last time you won a cup, your sponsor was Thompson. That was ages ago. Do you get what I mean?
Is Thompson even a business anymore?
No, I don't think they are. I think they went out. Something like that. I remember Kabul and everything. 2008. Everyone remembers that team. It was actually quite a decent team, to be fair. That's you could say the birth of Tottenham. The Inter Milan era when Gareth Bale started coming through, Modric, etc., etc. It's just I heard rumours that Harry Redknapp might be coming into a steady ship till the end of the season. You never know. You're probably going to bring back Nico Cranchart and all that back.
Mad lads.
No, so many rumours. But no, you're completely right. I do think definitely Harry Kane needs to move on because he's shortly becoming a player that's one of the best strikers in the world without actually having won anything to show for it.
He deserves to. He deserves to have
I think their fans need it, to be fair. They've been watching sour football for how many years? Since Nuno, right? So since Pochettino went and Mourinho, Nuno, etc., you've been watching some garbage football, in respect. I think Tottenham fans, like, you can kind of pity them at the point where it's like they deserve better football, they deserve something happy. Not a trophy, you don't deserve that, but something.
Harry Kane deserves
something, but it's just, what's going to be the situation with him this year, in the summer? You say Man United, but we might not have the budget for him in the end. You know,
he shot himself in the foot by staying.
As long as he has.
Yeah, he really has.
I understand why he did completely.
Me too.
But then time just runs away with you, doesn't it? And
then
people don't want to overpay for someone that's getting on a little bit, you would say, in football. You know,
I think he's got a good 4 years in his game still at the top of the game because he doesn't rely on pace. He relies on his brain.
Yeah,
and them sort of players go for a long time. All he needs to do is think, where do I need to be? You don't see him ever burst past a player. Yeah, he has a little burst here and there, but he barely gets past. He usually rolls a player, or he's just too smart for them.
Yeah,
that's why I think he's got a time of his game. I wonder what Bayern Munich's going to do since they've only got Choupo-Moting up front.
Osimhen. They're going for Osimhen.
I heard something about his missus with Osimhen, that apparently his missus is homesick and he's looking towards that direction. But are Bayern Munich going to pay?
Nigeria?
No, apparently she's German.
Oh,
as well, and she actually grew up in Germany.
So yeah, probably.
But are Bayern Munich going to fork because their owner, Napoli's owner, is just as bad as yours when it comes to the money situation. Yeah. They're quoting 150 million euros.
Wow.
Well, last comment on Kane, I just has seen Chelsea.
Yeah, we talked a lot about it.
It's just someone saying basically about Harry Kane going to Chelsea, and I think the only way that he goes to Chelsea is if Poch convinced him to go there, and I don't.
You can't do that because of fans. If he does that, that's scummy.
Sell to Chelsea.
To Chelsea.
It's scummy though.
No way.
Do you not remember the Modric deal? Do you not remember the Tammy deal just a few years ago? Chelsea and Spurs don't do business. When was the last transfer deal we done between each other?
Roman and Levy don't do business. Todd Bowley and Levy might do business.
Yeah, Todd Bowley, you don't know what he's going to do.
So what, all of a sudden he's going to say, I'll give you Harry Kane,
I remember back in the day.
Say it like that,
Chelsea offered like 21 million.
Let's do lineups.
Lineups are next. So I'm going to get you two lads to read out your teams, okay? So we're going to start with the home team. Fuad, who have you got, lads?
Good God. Fraser Forster, Christian Romero, Langley and Dyer in the back three. Oro and Perisic as the wing backs. Skip and Højbjerg in the middle. Richarlison starts today. Son and Kane as captain.
Alright, you happy with that team, lads?
I'm never happy with any team that I've seen this year, but we'll take it. I mean, the midfield is what we got. We can't really do much more. Surprised to see Richarlison coming in. I think Kulusevski's obviously been off form.
Yeah.
But Richarlison's been crying for starts. Let's see if he can have a disallowed goal today as well. I don't know.
Richarlison's had more managers than he's got goals this season.
Right, so we go through the United lineup then.
Yeah, we've got De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back, deservedly so. Got no other choice really. Lindelof and Shaw at centre back, Dalot at left back, Casemiro and Eriksen in a pivot, I'm going to guess. Then Antony at right wing, Sancho on the other wing, Fernandes fit in the middle. Apparently looks good as well. Like they were saying that in training he was looking decent, warming up, and then Rashford up front. So I think Ten Hag's going to be looking for a fast start from Spurs and just play anything on a counter-attack pretty much.
He's going to try and do a Newcastle, is he?
I don't think you can, not this time around. I think why he didn't play Martial is because, one, he's played too many minutes and he's going to be wondering about his fitness, obviously. He's just come back, 2 weeks ago? So, on that note, I can see why Rashford's up front, because I can just see Spurs in the first 10-15 minutes having most of the ball, to be fair. 20 minutes even. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
And go from there, because if you start Martial, they can get up into your face because he wants to hold up the ball, where if anything with Fernandes, ping a ball around the corner to Antony or Rashford, not really Sancho, and then go there. Go from there.
So I've got two questions. First is, predictions, lads. Where's this going? And Ellie, sorry about that.
That's right, don't worry.
Funny enough, I could see a 2-1 United win.
2-1 United?
Yeah. Wow. I think we're at the point where we're not really playing for anything. I don't think the squad have a real coach leading them. Tactically, I'm not expecting anything brilliant. So unless Kane can do like a one-man virtuoso job, I'm not looking at our team and seeing any individual quality there as well. So I'm not expecting a great game today.
I'd never do
and I'm
that.
expecting the bad form to continue. It wouldn't surprise me now if we got battered on the weekend 6-1, win this, and then go and lose to Liverpool on the weekend.
I agree.
So it would be very Spursy to do that. But realistically, I think I'm not favouring us for a win today. I'll go 2-1 United.
Go ahead, Kas, lad. Hit me, lad.
We're arse and cheeks away from home, so literally. I think I said 2-0, 2-1 to Man United. I don't expect a battering. I don't expect us to get more than 3 goals away from home, to be fair. You never know what you're going to get with this team, I'll be honest. Like, you get confident from the Brighton. Our defensively looks solid, even without our 2 centre-backs as well. Decent game, I suppose, tactically on the weekend, but then you go to this game, you feel like, you should. Every time we should go and win a game, we don't.
Yeah.
That's just Man United season.
So what was your prediction in the end?
I don't think they scored, to be fair. I'm going to say 2-0 United, even 1-0. I think it's going to be a closer game than most people think.
And what are we thinking, Ellie?
I think, again, it's similar. It's going to be closer than people think. Tottenham have already obviously got a massive point to prove coming back after that shocker on the weekend.
Yeah.
But Man United are definitely going to win. They've actually beat Tottenham in the Premier League 39 times. More times than anyone else has beat an opponent in
Always
the
got the stats, Ellie. Always. You should see the stuff she comes with. It's like a list. It's like, have you ever seen commentators yet, like professional commentators? This lady got it all. Believe me, she does.
Hey, so she works for the Premier League, bro. Trust me.
So myself,
stat pack, no worries.
I think I agree with Ellie, especially after them stats that she just whipped out there. 39. It's a bit mad, that, innit? Sorry, Fuad, lads. So I'm going to say 2-0 to United myself.
Yeah, I think it's a good shout.
Nearly at kick-off now. We've got 2 minutes until kick-off. They're just showing us the teams, clearing the pitch off. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah. I don't like Eriksen being in there, though. I don't like it at all. I wanted to have Fred.
Really?
Eriksen this season has been hit and miss. People, because he looks because Eriksen looks pretty on the eye. He doesn't get as much stick as most does. Where Bruno Fernandes doesn't look great on the eye, but guess what? Who's got worse percentage in even pass stats and stuff like that? If you want to do your stat stuff, it's Christian Eriksen. I think it was evident against Brighton. All you got to do is get up in his face.
I'd almost swap places. That's what I would do with them too. I'd say, Eriksen, you go to the number 10.
Oh, that's what he did. That's what he did against Brighton. Didn't work.
That's so interesting. For me, I would say he's completely your playmaker.
Nah.
Links it all.
At home, at Old Trafford, away games. I think we're putting 2. I think Spurs are going to get. This is why I think Spurs are going to have most of the ball. With Fred, he gives you energy and you get straight up in the face. This is clearly a game plan from Erik Ten Hag.
Teams, innit?
Yeah, and
it's like Liverpool as well. Liverpool have been like that all season.
With Fred, at least he gives Casemiro some cover. Them two actually got a good partnership. He can't do it all by himself. And if Eriksen goes missing, he has to cover for both players.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. And he's got to prove to himself why he should be in the team, to be fair. Clearly, Erik Ten Hag likes him because he wouldn't start him otherwise. But even for a Man United fan myself, he's got to prove why he's in the starting lineup. Because this game could put them back into the race. Like, I don't want that. Aston Villa just messed up some points, didn't they? Brighton and so forth just got beat by Forest. This is our time to go above Newcastle. Are they playing today?
No, they play...
Yeah, they are.
They're playing today?
0-0 at the moment.
Yeah, they're playing today and it's stuff like that. I just want us and Newcastle to keep winning and getting further and further away. So then the conversation doesn't need to be had anymore.
That's another thing, by the way, guys. We will tell you the scorelines of the other games. We are following the Man United and Spurs game.
We've lost.
I'm saying we've lost because Anthony Taylor's the referee. Every single fan that I've ever met, doesn't like Anthony Taylor. What do we think of Anthony Taylor? I think he's alright. I don't know beef with him, lad.
To be fair, I don't have any particular ref.
Us and Chelsea fans do not like him whatsoever. I don't like him.
I think they're all abysmal, to be quite honest with you.
You know what? You're going to get some refs who ref more of the big games.
There's a couple new ones I don't know his name that all right. Like it's the way they manage the game I don't like. They're just. It's as soon as a player.
We kicked off, by the way.
Yeah, as soon as a player gets up in one of the. Gets emotional and stuff like that, he's just like this. Nope, he does that face and then he's like pointing away. I'm like, mate, this day and age, you got to read. Like, players are 24, 23, 30. They're from my era. Like, you're more emotional, not hard men anymore. You got to be able to communicate with the players a little bit more. And I just don't.
That's true.
I don't particularly like that in the game.
But also, it's a responsibility of a grown adult lad to learn how to communicate. And yes, you can be passionate, but also you have to be appropriate. It's very important.
Have you seen trialing that mic in at the French Ligue 1 game?
Yeah, I like that.
I think that could work.
I love that.
And in all honesty, I think that's where the communication improves. Once players know they're being recorded, it's like all of a sudden now you can't start shouting and calling him a C word, whatever.
You know the English FA.
I always think as well with fans. I don't know. It's funny. I think you can't really get mad at refs. It's a thankless job. It's one of them jobs. They've always got a decision to make. They're always going to get something wrong. Someone's always going to get dirty.
I agree.
No, but when you got VAR
and some of these refs like Anthony Taylor and things like that, they've been reffing for like 10 years.
Yeah.
They're reffing all the top games.
Yeah.
So I get it, certain fan base think, yo, he might be against me. But bro, he's reffed like 100 top 6 games. Of course he's going to get some decisions wrong on your side. So personally, I don't have any gripes towards any ref. I just think they're all bad.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
not-
that's exactly what I
it's not
said.
shit.
That's exactly what I
It is what
said.
it is.
It's not just the refs though. It's the fact that they got VAR to help them, and sometimes it's like they over rely on VAR when VAR doesn't have the tools themselves to get the correct decisions.
What it, VAR, like for the Arsenal
no,
game
that's
against
exactly
Brentford.
what they have.
was
I was
bad.
to say they do have the correct decisions, and it's not. It isn't the ref that's necessarily
I just-
in fault. It is them going to.
Can I just ask you, look, just watch this press from the home team. Yeah.
Looks
You tried
fabulous,
it.
lad.
Just watch it.
Looks
just watch this press.
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
Nice
One
little
man
walk in the
goes,
press here, on it.
Nobody follows.
Little stroll.
It's just this. What do you think Ryan Mason said in this pre-match?
Go and have some fun.
I'm not a
Go and press
manager.
him first 10
I'm not a
minutes, right?
manager.
Look at this. Somebody come and take a look at this.
Somebody can take a look at this.
Oh, come on, Anthony, man. Oh, nice one,
Richie
Richarlison.
La.
Anthony and Richarlison, bro.
That's gonna be a fight.
Battle of the wing blondes.
Oh, we've got the goal. And who do you think it is? It's bloody Newcastle.
I
Wilson
need
scored the
Everton to
goal.
go down now.
He
I'm
keeps
sick
scoring.
of them. Sick of them now.
They're
Bloody
so great.
Newcastle.
They're
They're
so
so
good.
good,
They're
aren't they?
so
They are a
good.
force.
You're loving
Absolute
it.
force.
I know why you're loving it.
Lads, I don't want Everton to go down, to be quite honest with you, lad. I'm a Scouser, proper one, so I want Scousers to thrive. Not as much as Liverpool, but I do want them to thrive still. I wouldn't mind them winning a little League Cup or something. They can have that if they want. But it's poor.
It'd just be
It's
weird,
very
though, wouldn't
poor.
it? Premier League without Everton.
Exactly.
It would
and
be.
also, as missing
It
Derby,
wouldn't be right.
Derby Day is boss. I look forward to them days. I look forward to United and Everton. They're boss days. Love them.
He's offside.
That's actually a man that we've not talked about. Rashford.
Just come back from injury, isn't it?
He's just come back from injury. He obviously under Ten Hag has been amazing. What was it? Scored like
27,
It was-
28 goals, something like that.
10
9
in his
assists.
first
Bloody
10 back
brilliant.
from the World Cup, which
Brilliant.
was unbelievable. But then recently seems to have like dipped off. Is that because of injury, or I mean, he scored 1 in his last 5.
He's not meant to come back. He was not meant to come back, I don't think. He's had to come back because he probably saw that what we had coming off the bench, other than the Sancho, Marcel and Anthony thing, just doesn't look good. Don't blame him. He's come back. He's had to play long minutes as well as he's come back as well. He played 20 minutes, 15 minutes against Betis. Sevilla, and then he played how many minutes? I think all at 120 against Brighton. Did he play another game? I don't know if he played another game in between. I can't remember.
Also, he's just come back off an injury, like, and as well as these very successful footballers and talented ones, they almost set themselves up for failure sometimes. He just scored 10 and 10.
Here we go.
Tottenham on the attack here. Oh,
Lindelof,
needed
Iceman.
a better ball
Let's
from
go,
Son.
Lindo.
Messed it up at the
He's
end. There
been
was 2 in the
phenomenal,
box for
by
him
the
to
way.
aim at as well. Oh, disappointed with that Fuad there, aren't you, lad?
Mate, there's nothing worse than doing everything but the final ball.
Yeah, it's the
That's
worst.
So
annoying.
annoying.
That was how I felt against Sevilla at home. It's just everything but that final ball was absolutely garbage.
I mean,
a bit
also the
sus.
goalkeeping and defending was not very good.
Someone's put in the comments here, Axel, Fuad playing 4D chess. He's trolling himself before.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, he knows what he's
Get in
doing.
there first.
This man's self-deprecating before I can get him because he knows what he's doing.
Isn't that so annoying, though, isn't it? You've got something up your sleeve and he takes it first.
Have I not been honest about Spurs'?
No, we love that.
Do you know what
Love
I mean?
realists.
That's what I never run, yeah. I always face the music.
Get
no
in
matter
his
what
face.
platform it is, I'm always there, man. Listen.
We did have a super chat that we have missed. If the production can get that up for us, it was from Majo, I believe it was. We can just get that up so I can read it out. It's disappeared.
You know,
off there.
Son's gonna score
we
against
are keeping
us.
up with
Son's
the chat
gonna
and
score.
having a little
Oh,
look
bro.
to read your comments out. We've got a few people here. We've got Safe that says 3-0 to Man U, easy.
No, it's not. Son's going to score.
We've got
Trust
Raiden
me,
here
Son-
saying it's going to be 3-2. That looks an exciting
I can
game.
see more of that.
What Son scored in his last 3? Was it
He
his
loves
last
scoring.
3
He
home
loves
games?
scoring against Man United.
I've
And look
got-
at him now. He's already starting well. Oh, this is what I mean about my team, man. Look at everything just walking, man. Why are you walking? Gets on my nerves sometimes, honestly, that man. No, Spurs, what are you doing? That's Eric Dyer's. That's Eric Dyer's career for
We've got a fan here for Fuad. It's Lewis has been commenting a few comments, and one of them says, "Please keep Fuad forever. Fuad is the best." All this stuff.
Hey,
Got some
Lewis.
love there, lads. People love the troll.
My guy. Appreciate it, bro.
I think Fuad's one of the only people that I've been on with that doesn't get any hate in the comments, only
Listen,
love.
man.
I don't know why.
People
I love
respect
that.
honesty. That's what it is. It's the truth.
Fuad
Whether
is
it's
so
good or
funny.
bad, whether it's me talking about their team, sometimes, listen, the truth isn't always pleasant to hear sometimes. and especially sometimes when it's coming from a lesser.
Come on! It's over! This game is already done. I said this on my own channel, Never a Foul, my own channel. If we get the first goal, it's done. It's a wrap. But if you get the first goal, it's going to be a long night. How are you letting Sancho score? Now I'm going to have to run Sancho prop all of a sudden.
Yeah, but Spurs love coming from behind, so I wouldn't take it as if that's it.
Do you see the celebration?
You saw
that? He just little.
He did celebrate early against Sevilla as well. I do remember that. So you're
not Sevilla. They got heritage, in that trophy. You don't have heritage in this trophy.
Marcus Rashford dancing through a few players. Sancho picks his corner, slots it into the side net, and brilliant goal.
Look how much space he has. At least 20 yards of space before anybody gets near him.
You play 6-7 at the back and you can't even defend that.
1-0 United, and they are well and truly on track for the 5-0 before 20 minutes now.
Pathetic.
Let's make it 30.
Good finish from Sancho though. He's not had the best of seasons.
He's never put in a 10 out of 10 performance in the United shirt.
But that's a great goal from him. You've got to give him that one.
It's got to go on from there though. You got to go get me another one, or go give me an assist.
Maybe from this goal he'll build some confidence. That's brilliant from Richie there.
Yeah,
bit of strength against Wan-Bissaka, who's a great tackler of the ball, by the way. Probably the best in the league at it, if I'm honest.
I'm going to be honest. He's the best 1v1 defender in the world.
Which blew my mind. He thinks he's the best defender in the world. What do you think in the comments?
1v1
I definitely don't think he's the best.
1v1.
I think that is a very strong comment.
Okay, give me some names. Wait. Give me some names.
I would say he's the best one-on-one defender in the Premier League, without a doubt.
Who's the best?
Everything else around his game is not particularly good. In fact, I'd say it's below par. When he goes above that halfway line, he doesn't quite know what he does.
He's had more progressive runs than Trent this year.
I mean, Trent's got 5 assists in 1 month, mate. So
that's fine.
Doesn't matter about.
But I'm just giving you stats for stats as well. Like he's got more progressive.
Do you know what he is? I just can't get his tackle on Zaha out of my head from earlier in the season. That was class. That little scoop tackle.
I like Trent.
Brilliant.
It is class. No one's arguing. He is good, but it's just a bomb.
What's going on with your right back,
Mr.
Reece Gaines?
She's trying to avoid it, lad, but she's not going to be able to, unfortunately.
You've got a very, very good young French defender, I believe, called Malo Gusto, coming in the summer, who you bought from Lyon, and he is extremely talented. And I'm jealous because that's who I wanted personally. Yeah. Very good. And I think he's going to have to. This is what makes or break Reece James' time at Chelsea, because if he's pushing and he doesn't, go beyond. You always need a player in your back.
Yeah.
To push you into the next level. Like Luke Shaw, you see Luke Shaw all the time. He drops his level as soon as another left back comes in. No matter who it is, you just see him go into. That's when the Shawdini comes out, or the Shawberto Carlos, and then he drops off again.
No, I do completely agree. But I think I'm just saying with James at the moment. Like I've said this multiple times. What's going on in the last few weeks? I'm not seeing the Reece James that he has been previously, and I don't know whether that's because of injury. Obviously now he's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And whether he's been a bit worried about that, he's been feeling like he needs to play, but just not giving it his all because he knows that he's got something, niggling injury coming in on him. Or what it is. But you're right, like at the moment, I'm not seeing the Reece James.
He's 24, isn't he? 24, 25 now? And he's had how many injuries already? That's mental. For me, obviously he plays for England. He's from the country. He represents the country. Obviously, I rep as well. For a talented man like himself, he needs to get back to the time like 2 seasons ago where he looked so like he's athletic. His build is crazy. He didn't look like he was this Mr. Muscular man trying to impress all the ladies on the pitch. That kind of player.
I agree, and I think the media and everything gets in their head, and I think he does think sometimes. I'm like, does he think he's above this? He doesn't need to put in a shift because everyone's talking about how unbelievably is best right back in the world, all of that sort of thing. And at the moment, he's not showing the typical.
It sums up Chelsea. It does sum up Chelsea and atmosphere and everything that's going on around the club. It's like when Martial as well. He's put on so much weight in terms of muscle in the recent couple of years. He lost his speed. Now he's taken it off. He's like Lukaku as well when he came to Man United. Obviously Mourinho wanted to put on the pounds to become more of a target man. That's not his game. That's not his best game. It's just stuff like that.
There's no one individual in Chelsea that's to blame for the demise at the moment. It's every single player that's playing. They're all abysmal.
It shouldn't take you that much different to think about, especially if you're a Cobham boy, to put that much effort in to just play for your fans. You can evidently see they're hurting, and you want to stroll around the pitch. Same way with Man United at times when I saw Rashford strolling around the pitch, and you're like, you're supposed to be from the academy, Lingard and so forth, and like this.
I just think there's so much going on behind the scenes that like we just can't.
Give him a yellow.
We don't know. There's too much going on to comment.
I agree.
Yeah.
And like it's not like you can pinpoint it on one specific player. Because it's everyone, people were going in on Mount. It's not just Mount. No. It's because he's, he is the face of Chelsea. He was the face of Chelsea. Yeah. That he's getting targeted now. Reece James is because he's not putting in the performance.
It's a bit like your club with Trent. I just don't understand the hate.
It's not Liverpool. It's not Liverpool. No. It's every other fan that doesn't support Liverpool that gets on Trent's back. I genuinely think he's not that bad of a right back. It's one of them. You can't say he's a bad right back.
He's a system player
against Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior is one of the best players in the world. Of course he's going to skin him. He'll skin everybody.
Skinned your one.
Yeah. He'll skin everybody.
No, but he's at one, Kyle Walker.
But and having said that though, yes, he could get better defensively, but still,
it's not his game though. It's not his game though.
What he excels at is so top draw that he doesn't really need to focus on that. He needs to keep doing his thing, and we will play him to his strengths in the midfield, like you've been seeing. And look, 5 assists in 1 month, fantastic.
What about your right back, Emerson Royale?
Rashford just had a good little free kick.
Talk to me about Emerson Royale.
He wants to chip, doesn't he?
I don't even see him no more.
Good fucking riddance.
Do you know what
I saw him put in a masterclass against City, and then that was it.
Myself. What the hell?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to leave, but I've seen his agent talking about he wants to win big trophies, he wants to go to a big club, all this stuff.
Oh, you're not playing, you ain't playing for no club that is competing for trophies, bruv. I'm telling you, you're going back to Brazil to
he's putting better performances than Pedro Porro this season.
Please, man, come on.
No, he has. No, really, no, he has.
That's a casual take, man. Come on.
No, he's not. He has, though.
Porro's played like 6 games. Yeah, he's had some nares, but...
Don't let Richarlison get his first goal.
He's in on goal. He's in on goal. He's had a shot. Good save from De Gea. Right at him, though.
Worried that we're going to score there, but... Porro, I'm sorry, you cannot compare the two. You can see one is clearly a technically gifted footballer. Yeah, he might be in a bad system. Yeah, he might be offside in a bad team. Yeah, he might be struggling to adapt. But Emerson, that is a special...
Can I ask you an honest question?
That is a special breed, man.
What do you think about Oliver Skip? Because I'm personally a fan of him, and I've been getting stick about Ollie Skip, and thinking, he's just average. He's even from Daps himself was telling me, but he's been playing in the Premier League. I'm like, no, last season he had like 700 minutes in how many appearances? He barely got any game time. Do you rate Ollie Skip? Like, or do you reckon he'd be good?
That is, though?
Go on.
It was because of injury.
Yeah, I know, but do you rate him? Do you think he can come something?
He's an okay player.
I think we've seen some good performances from him.
We've seen some good
because you know what? He completed every single pass against Newcastle. He was the only player that actually didn't give the ball away.
Look at this clown.
He is a bulldog a little bit, lad. I've always said this.
60 fucking million for that.
I just can't seem to break them down at the moment. We've got a few super chats that we were going to read out. So the first one here says, it's another one for Fuad. It's from Yuan, and it says, I am an Arsenal fan, and I love YouTube Fuad, but Twitter Fuad.
My guy. Listen, they are two contrasting people, but still the same me.
Ellie, do you want to do the next one for us?
We've got Mindcracker here. Do you think Sancho can reach the levels he once hoped for? I think all the talks that he's done is premature. One more season
with Eric Ten Hag.
Thank you.
Can maybe do
Rashford on him. Do Rashford on him.
Personally, no. I don't think so. I think I've given him so much time, but he's never put in a better performance than a 6.5, maybe 7 out of 10.
So doesn't that
in his
mean
career.
That you should sell him?
That's what I was saying. I said if there's one sellable asset for this season, if we do have to sell a big player, like you was talking earlier, ruthless. That's the one player I'm going to be looking at, because I've seen Anthony been putting in good performances now. He's actually doing the stuff he was all complaining about, taking on a player, making better decisions. Sancho hasn't yet, and it's just like, I'm thinking on that left-hand side, if you're going to ask me who'd you rather have on that left-hand side, it's Garnacho and Rashford all day long. I'm sorry, and I don't see Sancho thriving on the right, and so where are you going to put him in attacking mid? Sorry, that gimmick didn't work for one game.
I feel like you've given him the time to kind of
it's up to him. At the end of the day, it's up to him.
You put the effort into it. He's obviously gone away, done his training camp, come back, and I think everyone expected a little bit better from him on his return.
His form in Dortmund was incredible. He was one of the best players to watch in Europe at that time.
So was Mkhitaryan. So was a lot of players in Germany.
It's one of them. I think he's got one more season with you, and he deserves one more season because he is a talent. He has got potential.
That's it.
And he has been at Man United during such a turbulent time. I think he deserves one more season with you. And if he doesn't do well next season, then you can be ruthless and get rid of him.
Can you afford to have him drop off for another season? Though? Because you know what? It's maybe a Sancho. The only flip side of it, which I've always been asking myself, what happens when you get that ball playing midfielder? What happens when you get them defenders that can actually get you up the pitch and the goalkeeper? You know, you don't have to do as much tracking back. Look at City, the way they win they all track hard as well. They all press it in. If they lose the ball with 2-3 seconds, they're straight on it. But more of the time, they've always got the ball, meaning their attackers have more expenditure on their energy to go and attack again and again and again and recycle it. That's where I see maybe Sancho would be in a system that would thrive. Because him tracking back, he clearly can't stay fit for 90 minutes a game.
I see what you're saying, lad. He's a luxury player, is basically what you just said right there.
Yeah.
He's a luxury player.
It's like Pogba.
And you can see that. I do get it. But he is a talent, and I think that he deserves one more season with us. But that's his answer.
Good ball.
We've got 2 more super chats here. We've got one for you, Kas. It says, Kas looks like James Maddison, but no disrespect.
I've heard it all, just basically all you got to do is get a white guy with blonde hair from football and then with a short beard, and I've heard Luke Shaw, I've heard James Maddison, I've heard loads.
You're mixing both of them together, lad.
Basically.
And then we've got one more here.
What's his name?
Who do you think it's about? Oh yeah, sorry, that was by Juice Sauce. What a name.
Juice Sauce.
He's
got the juice and the sauce.
And it says... I don't agree with this comment, but it says Fuad was spot on when he said the 05 Istanbul was fixed. Did you say that? Did you say that?
Hey, do you want to revisit that?
Bro.
Do you want to revisit that?
Bro. You telling me that's a fixed
Hey,
game?
look. I never said it was a fix. I said it needs to be reviewed and investigated if it was a fix. Because I can paint the picture for you. You've got arguably the best European side in football. Go look at that starting 11 of AC Milan. You're talking all-timers.
Which one are you talking about, by the way?
05 Istanbul. And then you go and look at that Liverpool lineup. You probably can't even remember half of them, and you're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I do. Schmita, Paros, Finnan. I remember all of them, lad.
Anyway, my point being was
crazy Ancelotti never won a league with them.
Up at half-time, comfortable, dominating, controlling, and all of a sudden, tools were down in the second half. All of a sudden, I don't know if you saw the last 2 penalties in particular. You're talking the Ballon d'Or winner, Shevchenko, and Andrea Pirlo, known for his set-piece taking ability. Take arguably the softest penalties in their lives.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to believe, Liverpool's character and Dudek's heart.
It's they just cleared off the last space.
Was that Ollie Skip?
Hey, let me just say, all you AC Milan fans in this chat, right? Your team only played that entire Champions League tournament just to lose in the final on purpose, apparently. To
when Liverpool came back 2 years later with a better equipped team, you saw what happened.
Yeah, because AC Milan was still better than us.
So, all I said was, based on that, based on the evidence we have been presented, I think there should be an investigation.
I've got some evidence that I've been presented.
So many FIFA investigations have happened with Sepp Blatter, but never the Champions Leagues. We never look at UEFA, do we?
Barcelona being one of them.
Now Barcelona,
I want my 2 Champions Leagues back.
I wonder who's next.
This brings me on to my next theory about this man here and his character, yeah? This man supports Tottenham Hotspur, yeah? Look at that smile. This man, he knows his ball, he does. He's an intelligent fella, he knows what he's talking about. However, he's been through a lot of pain in his life. A whole lot of pain. And so what he has to do is vicariously live through the Man Cities to get that success. And what he also does is he channels that hatred and that disappointment and despair that he's felt all his life, and he shoots it at every other team that's around him to make himself feel better. Is that
Make up your mind! Make up your mind, Anthony! Get up, man!
Roll around in the deck. Any more super chats?
We have got another super chat from Ian Lewis. Fuad should do another Arsenal-Liverpool starting 11, seeing as he couldn't select no players last time.
What's that?
You couldn't select any players last time?
You couldn't select any players last time.
Which combined
Liverpool starting 11.
We didn't do a combined 11 last time, did we?
But do you want to do one anyway?
Just Harry Kane, innit?
All time?
No, Arsenal-Liverpool.
No.
I mean, they'd still win the all-time still.
Ian Lewis, to be honest. We also had another super chat earlier, right, which was a nice one about me, actually, and I'm just gonna paraphrase it.
I can kind of remember it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, please. So, it was from this fella here called Mejo.
Yeah. So, did you? Well, he claims that you gave him some money to go and see his mum. Is that right?
I might have. I don't remember.
Tell us the story.
I've got a long life, and I've got the best memory in the world. So if I did do that for you, I'm happy.
I can imagine you did that, because this guy right here is unbelievable. I texted on my way in. Being like, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm coming straight from work. Like, Please, can you go and get me something? He wasn't even going to
What do you think she asked for, by the way, everybody in this
Sushi.
chat?
Yeah, basically haven't eaten anything all day. Couldn't think what I wanted.
What did you say, Ellie? Here they come.
Seedless grapes.
But she did say to me, she's like, make sure they're red seedless grapes.
Yeah. But sorry, what is this?
That is a basketball.
That is
So you call steroid grapes is what you call that.
Yeah, that's
That
huge.
is definitely made in a farm.
You can use that for the spare ball in this game if you want.
That's a foul.
Come on.
Alright, come on, ref, mate. That's a bit over aggressive, innit?
I tell you what, the first 20 minutes from Spurs has been better than the last 20 minutes they had in the Newcastle game. I'll tell you that. They've cleared off the line and they've conceded one, but it's not 5 so far.
Juice Sauce has put some money into the chat to let you know that you look like Alexander Isaac.
Oh yeah, I've been getting that a lot. Past week or two, I dropped a picture with. Oh yeah, you decided to bring it up on DR as well, discussing it. Yeah.
Because when you see that picture like of you. Yeah, we're gonna try and get that picture up for you, just because we do want to show you that picture. So you'll see soon, Ellie. Don't worry.
They said there was a tweet that went out that said, "What did you look like in 2014 or something like that?" And I was like,
do the right ball.
Well, here we go.
Oh, got a nice build-up play here.
What a garbage ball.
"What are you doing here?"
Lots of balloons on the pitch. Don't like them. If you remember Liverpool v Sunderland,
Fantastic.
remember that?
It's a celebration.
Slow down now for a bit for Man United. Didn't quite capitalise on the many.
This is what I mean about sometimes.
They're coming back with a
the
few
tweets.
chances there,
So
remember?
here we are. We've got the Isaac picture of Fuad. Here he is.
Oh my God. What
You
happened?
actually do? Look at my little sweetheart. No, stop it. That's not you.
Hey, he's like,
me.
I've got player of
That's
the
actually
season.
me. No dreads, no
No.
beard. Hey,
Oh my God.
level 1 Fuad.
What are we thinking about the shirts? Because last time we said, I reckon it's like...
Hey, that's a class shirt.
Nah, that shirt is criminal. I can't lie to you. I said,
Yeah,
do you know what it was?
yeah,
It was back then it was like denim shirts were in, checkered shirts were in, and I saw that and I went, oh, best of both worlds. Oh, go on, man.
So I
Nah.
can't get behind anyone that does a half and half.
I agree.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
You
said
can't be
it.
doing that.
Half and half is crazy.
It's just not. It's not on.
Monochrome.
That was
no.
2014 summer collecting the Player of the Year.
That's mental. though.
Players Player of the Year. I said,
Fantastic.
Can you play like him
players
as
player
well?
means more because it's your colleagues.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah.
Way better than most improved, which is
One more time.
what I
Most
might have got a
improved means you
couple
were
of times.
Oh,
okay,
you're talking
okay.
what, the award on it from the end of your season
Yeah.
at football? Nah, I could never get most improved, never.
No, most improved is
deny
obviously
it.
like
That's
saying
absolutely
you
not. If
don't
give
belong
me-
on this
yeah,
team.
absolutely not. No.
I can understand if it comes from a young player like in your team, like someone that's like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
But nah, if you're like even for me, I did get nominated for it once when I was 19. I rejected it straight.
Rejected it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd still take it.
Nah. They were mocking me. I had a great season. Actually, I do remember it. From fullback, I got 9 goals and 6 assists, and I was injured for half the year as well. I'm not having that.
Better
Most
than
improved.
Most of our players, to be fair.
Yeah, we're going to just have a look for
Fuad,
any more chats.
People are saying that you look sharp without the beard.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I don't know which.
Now I'm just, now I'm making homeless look sexy, basically. That's what people tell me.
Here's a comment here from AM Drop that says, the shirt is killing me. What was he thinking, bro?
Hey, listen, 2014, man, it was a crazy time, you know what I'm saying? Some of you weren't even alive, I'm sure.
I'm sorry if you already read this one out. Juice said, we have Isaac versus Madison.
Oh,
In
what
the
a turn!
Oh, my lord.
Why did
He
you
should
catch
have caught
that?
that. He should have caught that.
Yeah, why didn't you just catch
I don't know
that?
why you flapped
Did you see that turn?
Oh, my
I don't know if you
days.
meant it though.
Oh, my days.
Got
Not a very
another
good-
one in here. From Monty. This
Look at
Fuad
that
guy
turn.
looks to discredit every team's honours. Perhaps it's because he's never enjoyed his team.
Exactly my theory. I can get behind that comment. He's a lovely
Listen.
guy. Hey, he's a top fella. But when it comes to football, he's a bit of an
Mate.
asshole, and that's just who he is.
What? Just because, like, the case I stated there with the Champions League, could you not at least see
Not a
maybe where I'm
single
coming
part
from?
of that. Hey,
No?
I'll reiterate.
No?
AC Milan fans, your team fought hard, to get to that final,
I
to
don't
then
know.
deliberately lose on purpose to Liverpool, according to Fuad.
Listen, we all know football is
Isn't that
scripted. We all know football is scripted. Are you trying to tell me football isn't scripted?
I'm telling you that your team is crap.
Are you trying to
and
tell me football isn't scripted right now?
You like to cause
Do
people
you at
pain.
home believe football is scripted?
Is
Yes or
football
no?
scripted?
This ain't
Is it?
FIFA. This ain't FIFA.
Yeah,
Are you trying to-
You know
Are
what
you
though?
trying to
I
tell-
can get behind some of them. I think, of course it is.
If you lot aren't telling me the script of Arsenal dominating all season and then them lining up in the City game and that's going to be the one to knock them out the title race, bro, this is all scripted, man. Spurs being perennial losers, it's scripted, man. Come on, you lot should know this.
No.
He's not even offside. He's not even
I've lived
offside,
old enough
man.
to know. Trust me.
People in the comments are saying basically they're trying to find someone that Doyle and I look like, players that we look like.
You can try. Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
George
gotta be a player.
Stephen Gerrard.
I don't know why.
He looked at me then and went, hey, maybe you look.
I actually kind of see that.
Who?
Allow it. Allow it.
Stephen
Don't
Gerrard-
gas
Stephen
him up.
Gerrard mixed- No, I see it. I see
Get
it.
on this, right? Get on this, right?
Mixed with Harvey Elliott.
Fair play. I
He
accept.
looks more like Lallana.
Hey. I've had that so many times, by the way, Lallana, right? So I went to a
Really?
wedding, yeah. And you know Gerrard, when he wears his managerial clothes, yeah, what does he wear? He wears a little jumper, doesn't he, with a little tie and that, lad, yeah?
Yeah.
I wore that to the wedding, and every single individual that came up to me was like, so you look like today, do you, lad?
You trying to
Do I look like it?
Yeah.
You give me Lee Catamol vibes. I can't lie.
Oh, hell no.
Oh no.
That's trying to disrespect me, bro.
Not only is he saying you're garbage at football.
He said, your team staged the Champions League final, and you look shit, Doyle. That's what he just said to me.
Personally, I wouldn't have that.
I mean, it is what it is, lad. I know Fuad. I know what he's like. I'll get him out at some point. Richarlison's through goal.
Oh, he's
I don't know
absolutely
why he didn't
bottomed it.
shoot. Why did he not shoot them, Fuad, lad?
What was he
What
playing
was that,
at?
lad? That's a man lacking
That's a psychological
usually
thing there when you
what-
ain't scored a
That
goal this
is
season.
completely lacking confidence.
You know when
100%.
everyone has a decision making in their brain. You think decision A or decision B. Richarlison, when he comes up in those situations, all he hears is, Alright, brother, please make the right choice for once in your life.
I can't even remember the last time he even had his normal hair colour.
Oh, I love it. Like coming like Cardi B, lads. Boss.
Spurs for the corner.
Won't beat the first
What
one.
up? And it's nearly in, actually.
That wasn't bad, to be fair.
Was that the crossbar or save?
No,
Save
from
mid.
De Gea.
He just put a lot of power on
Great
the save.
header. Very good header. Was that Harry Kane?
Probably.
Of course it was.
Good ball.
Man United trying to
Not
break
bad,
here on the
not
counter.
bad.
It's a bit slow though. Yeah, Spurs have seemed to have found a little bit more shape in this game. You can see they're getting back a lot quicker. They're almost like playing a little bit too safe, in my opinion, this game so
Bro,
far.
all we're doing is getting bodies behind the ball, really.
Yeah.
Truly. It's not no tactical
blocking the
plan,
pass.
Yeah, just get as many bodies behind it. Look, we literally have 11 men in our own third.
Harry Kane's
11.
literally defending,
So
that's
if we
fair.
win the ball now, what's the plan to counter?
There isn't. It looks like there is no plan, but that's what you'd expect. He said Ryan Mason last time didn't really offer much, and it's not his fault.
It's not
lad. He
down to
never
Ryan
trained to be a
Mason, though, is
manager.
it?
Exactly,
It's not
lads.
down
It's not
to
his
him,
fault
yeah.
at all.
No, I
Funny,
can't lie.
who else,
Richarlison's a disgrace. He's a disgrace.
You've been linked with Tottenham. Will Still hasn't he even not got a
Who?
Will Still?
Will Still.
He's the one that was in the French league. And
What the
won.
Reims? The thing I heard every single day saying, "Oh, he hasn't got a license," and
Yeah.
and Reims
Yeah.
are paying like 25,000 per match for him.
If he hasn't got a license by the time the end of the season,
So how's he being linked with you lot then?
because Levy's never paying that.
You know they're gonna end up
Ever.
with. They're gonna end up with Brendan Rodgers.
It's gonna happen, innit? You can see it.
I said it when he got sacked. I said we're not in a position to be turning up our noses up at managers. Brendan Rodgers should definitely be a candidate, in my
Maybe
opinion.
Steve Cooper.
It's time to start
Why?
again, lad. That's what it is
No.
for Spurs. It's time to start all over again.
Where did
Scrap
Steve
everything.
Cooper come from, though?
I mean, it's Spurs, isn't it? It's your level.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be getting. He might. If you don't keep them up, he's definitely getting sacked though.
Is there any likely candidates? I have not seen anybody other than Brendan Rodgers, to be quite honest with you. Is there anyone that you would like?
This is
No, Nagelsmann's been linked.
this
with
is
Yeah,
the
but they
as
said
well.
something
Well,
today
he
about the
did-
budget on that though. They've got a certain limited budget, if I'm correct, Fuad, and apparently what Nagelsmann wants is higher than what they're proposed to give.
Which makes sense because it's
Yeah,
Spurs.
shock. That isn't this.
I think he's learning from the Antonio Conte thing.
It's
pretty
silly.
much.
I think if someone like Nagelsmann wants to come to your club, who, by the way, I would wanted to replace Jurgen Klopp when he finally left, I wanted that manager. If he says he wants to go to Tottenham, like I said before, Daniel Levy needs to say, yes, please, lad, here's all the money that you need, make my club a success.
Oh, Luke Shaw, mate. God.
It's one of them things, as an owner, you need to understand that success breeds money. That's what it does. It also breeds more success, which breeds more money.
Can you tell that to the Glazers?
I tell that to FSG as well, please. Jude Bellingham, where is he?
True.
You know what I'm saying, lads?
He's going City.
If he goes to City, it's already a Farmers League, unfortunately, now. So if he goes to City, it's a double Farmers League, and we don't want that, do we? Don't go to City, Jude.
Not just because Madrid might be in
just
for him.
don't go there. Yeah, go Madrid. Go there. They've got on to do with us.
Can't see it though. He looks like he wants to come home.
I think he'll stay at Dortmund for another season, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I think he likes Liverpool, Jude Bellingham. If he does stay there, then
He's still saying he wants to come to us, you know that?
Yeah, but
Mate,
he's
stop
but it's
lying
been
to yourselves, man.
completely
He's
ruled out
going
now,
Man
hasn't it?
City,
It's been
bruv.
completely ruled out for the price that they want for him. It's not
But I
been
think
completely
also
ruled out based on anything else.
it is a lot of everything that comes out. The media that comes out is
It's an awful lot
actually
of
the
crap.
communication. It's the communication between club and player as well. Them going back, going, oh no,
How do you say no?
ruled out?
Yeah.
Because that's Liverpool putting it out to them to let that club, like Jude and the club, know that they're not going to pay what he wants.
Yeah.
So actually, then they come down. It's all bargaining tools
Yeah,
as
of
well.
course it
So
is.
when you say something's definitely happening, it's not definitely.
How do you say
And
no to
that's the
Pep
point.
Guardiola?
If Liverpool say we definitely want him, they can go, right, 110, 120,
yeah,
130.
exactly.
You definitely want him, you'll pay for him, won't
Exactly.
you? The same way we did to Barcelona when they wanted Phil Coutinho. We went, all right, here's 140.
Same
and he
what
did.
we did with
And we were like,
Benzema.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you say no to
True,
Pep
true.
Guardiola as well? Like honestly, if he comes calling for your name, it's that's too tempting, isn't
That's
it?
the one thing about City. I can't fault them on that. Their recruitment is just
Top
phenomenal.
tier.
Everything they do on the pitch is the best in the world. Unfortunately,
Everything
it really
Pep
is.
does, he knows exactly when the right time is to let players go, bring new ones in.
Good
like,
ball,
he just-
Cassie.
he's
Like when we were talking about
Oh,
ruthless earlier,
wrong ball, Bruno,
we
man.
were talking about ruthless earlier. Everyone was bewildered when he let Zinchenko and he let Gabriel Jesus go to Arsenal, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And look at the success that he's having already now.
No one's in the box.
Going on for the treble, mate. Man United in the ball.
Rashford.
Vital tackle. Was that Romero?
Claiming for a handball or a foul or something there, Rashford, but I don't think he's going to get it. He's
Nah,
gonna
no
smear
chance.
on
What
his
was he
grip.
claiming for? There wasn't anything there. It was a bit congested, but
It is
no
a rainy
hands involved.
It is a rainy afternoon, so the game is a little bit scrappy. You've seen the ball bounce around quite a lot. It's rainy AF today.
It's a decent response though from one guy 1-0 down quite early in
I
the 7th
agree.
minute. It's not that bad. It's just
Better.
adding stability, but it's just like for Tottenham, I think as time goes on, the less confident they get, and that's where I'm going to look at it. And the more the time goes on, Man United will get more confident because you're going to have to go for it, meaning more space in behind.
Who was the last player to score other than Harry Kane?
Don't do that.
That's mad, that.
For us,
Yeah.
Son probably.
Son,
yeah.
innit? He scored a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
goal.
Yeah,
Fair
he
play.
scored a few.
Was it against
recent-
Bournemouth?
Okay.
Yeah, might have been
And then they
Bournemouth.
lost.
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth,
Brighton or Bournemouth?
I think Bournemouth.
With very good pundits.
We've got a who was it? Right, we've got a couple of comments here. One from Sean, I'm guessing he's a Liverpool fan. People act like Jude turned us down. He clearly wants to join us. It's about the money, and we need like 4 players this summer.
Yeah.
That is true. And you guys obviously,
It's the best decision for Liverpool. It's the best decision for Liverpool.
Here's the thing.
I don't want Mason.
I feel like though
No.
Liverpool fans have almost
Klopp does.
told themselves that has Jude ever come out and said
Yeah.
anything about Liverpool? What's he said?
He said, I love Liverpool, Trent's my best mate, Hendo, love you, lad.
That's what I'm saying. I've never heard, I think honestly,
In those exact words.
He did, yeah. He said it in Scott's
I think
accent,
Jude might end up at Man City. You know,
Don't
honestly.
say that to
and
me,
I'm
lad.
saying
He's
that
gonna
as
replace
honestly,
Bernardo or Gundogan.
I think you look at Gundogan. He's having a great year, but he's going to get decommissioned by Pep as he does with all his
Yeah,
kind
he
of
does.
older
We
players.
cannot replace him.
And I think Bellingham, if you look at him, I don't think Bellingham wants to be a 6. And coming to Liverpool, I think he's
He won't
almost.
be a 6, lad. He will
I don't
not
know
be a
what
6.
role he's going to play. Your
He's gonna
entire
be a number
midfield
8.
needs a rejuvenation,
He's
but I
gonna
think
be the
at City, you almost know he's going to get that number 8 guaranteed role. Come and be part of a winning team. Maybe next year you kind of be a squad player, be involved. Will involve you in a lot of the games, but being managed under Pep, what player says no? Jack Grealish there, you've got Foden there, you've got Stones there, so there's
It's
an
just
English
too
core there
attractive
as
to
well.
turn down.
So for me,
Carl
I don't know.
Walker's old head
this,
as well.
this thinking of that Liverpool are just going to magically either pull out funds or they're going to play this game with Dortmund and Dortmund are going to play along. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think there's any world where Bellingham ends up at Liverpool. So let that dream die, man.
See it all, lad.
It's the best decision for it. If he does stay, it'll work. If he does stay at Dortmund, then it does go to show that he's going to definitely be going Liverpool in the following season.
He's captain. They've offered him a new contract for 260 grand a week, which is a lot of dough for a 19-year-old kid. So I don't see why he would leave Dortmund. They're top in the Bundesliga at the moment.
But then when
they play well in the Champions League
Rashford,
sometimes.
you're moaning way
if he
too
signs a new contract, though, that
Charleston
doesn't
again.
bring his price down the
No,
next year.
it doesn't bring his
and
contract.
it also means when you lot sign him, you're also going to have to go 300 grand in wages. I remember you lot fighting Salah tooth and nail, despite everything he's done, just to give him what he's getting now.
I understand that.
And all of a sudden now I'm meant to believe that they're gonna next year Jude Bellingham. Oh yeah, hit 300 grand.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Liverpool have always been smart with money in my eyes.
We have.
And I think you don't want to almost get in a situation where you're being too desperate for Jude. Type of thing. And I
Missed
think
out.
I'll be honest with you,
like
Jude is a great player as well, but for me, he's not a unique one-of-one profile.
Well, this
you
leads
can
into the
find another
question
Jude.
here. From Juice Source, do you think Jude might be getting a tad overrated?
He's 100% overrated right now.
The overrated, underrated thing always goes up and down. It fluctuates.
He's not
depending
overrated. He's overhyped. There's a massive difference. He is the footballer that we say he is.
Yeah.
But the media overhype English players. That's just what they do. And he set them up for failure for this type of stuff. One, they can't get out of the club because they're overpriced. And two, if they do anything bad, they're automatically crap. So, like, look at Sancho, for example. He was one of the wonder kids of the new generation of English footballers. Now, everyone's on his back. This lad wants him out as a team. So, I do agree with you. There are players that fit the profile that we can get for 40 mil, 50 mil, bring them in and they'll do the same
You
job,
missed out.
which is great. However, what I would say about Jude is the prospect of him and his potential, in a sense that he's 19 years old.
That's what I was
and
going
he's
to say.
this good right now already.
19.
Go on,
19 and he's this good
For that
already, lads.
same money you're going to use, you'd go and get Mount and Casado.
I understand that. I do. I get that. And that's a good shout, lad.
Get
But
more than
also,
that.
You can build a team around Jude. Can you build one around Casado? Can you build one around Mount? I don't think you can. Not the same way, lad. I don't think you can, in my opinion. I think they're artillery players.
I never
they're
like
not
to
the
think a single player makes a team.
I do.
And I
do.
And I think we've moved past the era of teams being built around one player.
Do you?
Honestly, you look at Liverpool, you look at City. Haaland now, that's an entire team, bro. I'm not going to say City is just Man. City were doing this last year.
50% of their goals is Haaland.
Last year they won the title without Haaland.
No, agreed.
This is City. They can add Haaland as an extra tool. But I'm saying no longer do teams do the thing where, okay, Haaland is the focal piece, but guess what? KDB's still also there. Are you going to say he's not a focal piece?
He is.
Bernardo
Ruben
Silva.
Diaz. This whole season their defense was a mess till Ruben Diaz came back, and now all of a sudden are we going to say he's not a focal piece?
Yeah, you're right.
So
But
my thing is there's like you're saying, Liverpool need to build around Jude. I hear that. But no matter what midfielder you're going to get, you're going to have to build around them to some capacity.
You need a spine is what I'm talking about, a spine. So you have one star striker, one star midfielder, one star defender and a great goalkeeper, and that's your four players that are in your spine. That's what Jude would be. So while it's not one individual, it's still one player that makes a massive difference. For example, when we brought in Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, we were automatically insanely better, lad. It was straight away we were a better team, and that's what we need.
Who was that in your midfield for the past 4 years, though?
Say again?
Who was that in your midfield for? Because you had Wijnaldum, Henderson, Fabinho. Ain't none of them moving the needle like that.
Lad, we have never been an orthodox team under Klopp. We never played through the middle. We always played around the sides, lad, and that's why Trent and Robertson have come so into fruition, lad, because our style was different.
Same thing all the time.
Yeah, our style was different, lad. So we had attacking fullbacks rather than attacking midfielders.
In for Rashford.
Save on 4-star. What a good save.
He's a big fella.
The thing is in Liverpool, though, if you get Bellingham now, that's your budget for me probably done. Near enough. And then you've just got another Pogba situation.
Yeah.
It's just a luxury. He's just a luxury. That's all he is.
He's not got the same attitude.
No, I hear it. But Pogba is a winner at the end of the day. He has won things, but it's just that you can't place Bellingham as the piece at the starting spine. Like you need a Virgil replacement. Alisson's cushy. You need a striker. It's evident. Unless Nunes becomes something, you need
He's scored a lot of goals this season, you know.
I think Nunes will become something. I like Gakpo at the moment.
Flash across the goal from Harry Kane.
I like Gakpo. I think he's got some sort of future in a striker again. He's been good, and I've been critical of him massively. But you need a DM. I'm thinking you missed out on Pellegrini. You missed out on Mateus Nunes. They're players I'd be looking at. That you can get both of them for probably about 90 million.
The problem is right now,
a lot of people in the comments saying that Fabinho was that midfielder.
He was.
No one expected that drop off though. That's the only thing, innit?
It's one of them things at this moment in time as well. The most in-demand position in the world, in my opinion, is a DM. Everybody wants midfielders. Chelsea want them. Man City want them. United need them. Liverpool need them. Everybody needs a class midfielder. And I do think that Liverpool have looked at and went, right, we get our business done early. They do it every single time. They know who they're going to buy and they go straight for it and they get them. And I think that's what they've done this time. They went, Jude, you're overpriced, mate. We can't get you, so we're just going to have to go in for the 40, 50, 60 million pound players.
Caicedo's overpriced too. For now,
massively.
He's just signed a new contract, though, so that's
he's
bloody brilliant against Jude.
This is why I say Lavia, who might be going down, Liverpool should be looking at him.
He's a City player, isn't he? Or has he been bought fully now by Southampton?
He got bought by City when he was like 16 and literally was playing in the...
what a ball. What a ball, Rashford here.
Hit it, just
on his
hit
left
it!
foot.
Oh.
Good save from Forster. Zipped across, bounced before him. Not easy to save them ones.
City bought them from Anderlecht, and then he had a couple seasons in the academy, and then he went on to obviously sold them to Southampton. But their clause don't activate till next year. And I know loads of clubs want him. Chelsea, Man United. No, but you can't say that. Liverpool still got Paul, and you still got Jurgen Klopp.
I can't see that a Man City player would be allowed.
But he's not technically. He's not a Man City player.
Also, I wouldn't like the fact that he came into a Liverpool team, performed really well, and then City went, actually, we'll have him back, mate.
They can't though. They can't. He's not on loan. The clause will go if he gets sold. The clause is gone.
Oh, if he gets sold, it's gone. Sorry, lad. Didn't hear you right.
Oh.
Good save from Forster there. Got down nice and easy.
Oh wait, so again.
What's happened here? What's happened here?
Højbjerg went in for
Fernandes,
Bruno.
Yeah, Fernandes.
That's not the time you want to be getting a yellow card. He's important.
Yeah,
but I think Liverpool just get a DM. I think you need free midfield. Your Oxlade leaving, Cater's leaving, Milner potentially leaving.
How does Trent's sort of new position within the team? How does that affect
things? And this is the point, right? I said it earlier. Trent his variety of passing is second to none. The only person he's second to probably is Kevin De Bruyne, and even that's very, very close. So we're talking about Jude, yeah. We're talking about him coming in being that spine player. Trent will be that. He's transitioning into midfield now, and he's natural.
He's just inverted.
His map of his map on the pitch is brilliant, lad.
Oh.
He's a wonderful midfielder. Have you already seen it?
No,
but playing it.
I've always said
I
like him inverted.
Enjoying it a lot more. That's what he seems to be enjoying it a lot more. I mean, just the fact that he wasn't doing, I would say, so well.
He wasn't at all.
Before,
I agree.
The assists weren't coming, and since he's changed into this new hybrid midfield role, he's what,
five in 1 month.
Yeah, five.
That's
right. Let me tell you from a different tactical aspect. Cool. Konate does a lot of covering for Trent on that right side, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not your fault you have to use Henderson there. You need someone who's better there than Konate on the ball, that's more comfortable in them wide areas, because Konate looks more better when he's central and he's just a rock, right?
I agree.
So you need a different right-sided centre-back for me, and I think Konate, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think Matip there is quite good, but you just don't know what Matip you're going to get now.
Yeah, it's one of them. He's
and Henderson, centre-mid, you have to go and cover. That's the only way Henderson... I think Trent's always going to stay as a right-back. Whether he's inverted, it don't matter these days, does it? But I think Trent is dangerous when you've got all the ball and he's in the wide areas again.
I know what you're saying, because he's no longer... He's not someone to mark anymore in the midfield. He's a floating man that can just get the ball wherever he wants and free roll. We've got a counter-attack here from Tottenham. They're in the box. One shot saved. De Gea probably could have done better with that, if I'm honest with you, but he went for it. Whoa!
Well kept in.
They messed up there, man. Tottenham, you know what it is? You get these chances, but it's the response of the time of Tottenham for me, which is a bit concerning. It's like, do you care? Like, do you care?
This is the whole point.
Back on now for Rashford on the other side. Oh, he's going to shoot! 2-0!
Yes! Come on! We said. No, you didn't say nothing.
I did say 2-1.
I know. You know what's mad? We was just talking about Rashford.
What are you saying, Viv?
I literally said they scored 2.
No, but you know what? We was just talking about Rashford. About we was just questioning him at the start of the game, and he goes and gets a goal and assist. This is what I don't get about my fan base. Some of them, believe it or not, want Rashford sold. What? Believe it or not, no, not even some. A lot of them. Oh, it's because they say away from the goals, what does Rashford offer? I'm like,
that was all his way. What?
It was.
He took the man on.
Composure.
Hit him with his weak foot. Goal, brilliant goal.
Exactly. It's like,
it also offered an option to your defenders to be an outball, lad. That's what that was. He was like, hit me, lads. I'll score, and did.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like, you put Rashford, all his job is to do in his team is to score goals right now. But it's I get it. He's transitioned from this ISO player from about 4 years ago, where he can take on a player, flip flap, get past, nutmeg, and then what came down to it that he lacked was the finishing. Now he's in difficult areas where, if he strikes a ball more time, he's going in. Did anyone have any thoughts in their head that he's going to miss that shot?
No, he's efficient, lad. The best footballers, right, have 1, 2, 3 touches at most, and they score a goal with them. That's exactly what they do, lad. That's why a lot of the footballers take all this fancy stuff out of the game, because it's not necessary a lot of the time. Unless you're Luis Diaz, and he can do whatever he wants because he's magnificent.
I want to know who played that ball to Rashford, by the way. Was that Lindelof?
I didn't quite see it myself, If you could let us know in the comments who played that ball over the top. It was a brilliant ball,
But this goes to show what I was just talking about, where I say Tottenham players just don't care. Like, honestly, the attitude from that.
Don't care.
A big old Andy Tate. But what's it called? Like, you know, you saw that Perisic shot, but why is there not a flood of players inside the area to go and get a rebound or something?
It was a pretty similar angle as well on the shot, to be quite honest with you. It was bad goalkeeping from Forster in the way that he went down.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes, of course it was.
Of course it was.
We've got over 1,000 of you in this stream at the moment, but we need more likes, so please tap that little button. It's dead easy, you know, just go pop like that, Bush.
What's he doing? It's a good end to the half.
We've got Porro smiling. He shouldn't be smiling there, Fuad, should he, lads?
I can't see the comment now, but I did see someone.
This is how it was last season.
Paul said Trent would be a better right centre mid, and then get yourself a right back.
I agree, and we've got a young lad out on loan at the moment that's doing phenomenally well.
Yeah, I love him.
No, not Dowick. Not the lad at right back. But he's Dowick is sick, though.
Yeah. I'm a fan of it. You know what? It's away from the rivalry. There's some youngsters out there that I just think are wicked. He's one of them. He's on loan at the moment too.
Young ones, like,
is he at Portuguese team? I think he's at. Who's on loan to?
Ben Dowick.
He's on. I think he's
not on loan, him, lads. You know, it's not him, lad.
It's not him.
No, it's another lad. I think it's Ben Donovan or something. His name is.
No. I'm pretty sure he was in the team in a Portuguese league. There's one of your young. No, Dowick. He's not in the academy. I swear he went on loan at the start of the season.
He didn't. He's been playing for us, mate.
So he's come back.
Yeah. I don't know if
I haven't watched Liverpool and seen him on the bench or anything, but he's wicked. Yeah, he's got a future.
We've got a young right back at the moment that Klopp has literally said, I want to bring him back to the club. He's doing really well in the Championship.
I
think it's Ben Donovan or something along those lines.
I don't know him.
He's a young lad, but he's got 9 assists or something in the Championship. He's been playing well. So
who's he playing for? What club?
I'm terrible.
See, that's what
I've never really hated this kid.
That's who I thought about. There's someone on Preston who's literally Preston's best player on loan. His name's Alvaro Fernandez, left back. Everything you need in a fullback, modern fullback these days.
Just gonna take a look at now to see what this kid is called. If you could say it in the comments for me. Let's have a look.
Alright, second half.
Connor Bradley, that's the kid's name. Sorry, I don't know who Ben Donovan is.
You were looking at Aaron Hickey
Connor
as well.
Bradley, that kid's supposed to be doing really well at the moment, and Jurgen Klopp's been keeping an eye on him. He wants him back. That's cover for Trent. Can see what he's like.
So what's happened to the boy that came from? Was it Aberdeen?
Aberdeen, Callum Ramsey.
Yeah.
Just
injured all the time.
He's alright. So Callum Ramsey's been injured all season, unfortunately for him. He was a great shout. He won Scottish Player of the Year. And he's just had an unfortunate run of injuries. It always happens. It's terrible when you see good players, like we were talking about Reece James earlier. Yeah. It's really sad when you see good footballers.
It's really sad.
Daniel Sturridge was one of them for me as well, lad. I love Daniel Sturridge. Thought he was phenomenal. But he just couldn't play the games he needed to. So we're at half time now. It is 2-0 to Manchester United, as most of us predicted. We'll get the thoughts from the lads and from Ellie about this half. So we'll move on to the winning team right now. Kas, how are you feeling about that half, lads?
It's kind of easy, isn't it, when I think about it? To be fair, Spurs had their chances. They could have put one in the back of the net. They could have put two maybe. Perisic should have scored. Richarlison should have done better. Someone should have been at the back post from Harry Kane. Son typically is their back post, you know. So, but it didn't happen, did it? And we just finished them efficiently. I would say when you think of, I think Man United had most of the ball. Obviously, like in possession, look more comfortable. But when the transitions come from both teams, it's just that Man United has been more efficient.
Do you think the game's done now? Do you?
Yeah,
it's finished.
I can't see 2-3 goals coming from Spurs, and this just sums up Spurs' season. This is how I felt last season. You watch a game, you see one goal go, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe, and then the second one goes, and you're just like.
It's pretty much right now. He's chilling on Instagram or something, just relaxing.
Used to it.
This don't bother me, and it's like,
I've got something to tell you, by the way. Got something to tell you, lads. So just in from the studio over there, they're chatting that your fans booed the Tottenham players off the pitch at half time.
No. Wouldn't surprise me.
Would you be one of them fans booing?
It's not the first time.
No, you can't be booing your own players.
If I was a Tottenham fan, I wouldn't be there. And I'm a Tottenham fan.
What do you mean?
I think there should be almost like a mass walkout. If you really, if you really give a shit about this club, don't turn up to games. Hurt them where it really hurts them, in their pockets. Daniel Levy clearly doesn't give a shit. Letting Ryan Mason basically hanging him out to dry till the end of the season. You're seeing this performance, and that's why I said before the game, even though we're at home, I could see us losing 2-1 or 2-0. And you're seeing it right now. It's like there's no pressure when we've got the ball, no pressure off the ball. There's no character about this team. There's no tactical setup. It's just go out there, guys, and give it your best. And United, it's like the thing is United haven't been great away from home. United aren't even, I would say, playing.
Don't think we've been one in the top 9, 8 something this season away from home.
But for some reason in this game, they look good. They're getting chances. They're creating chances. They're going out wide. They're popping 1-2s. They're having transitions. So it just goes to show you the kind of level where Spurs are at now. And this is, as you said, bro, it's not affecting me. I've been seeing this car crash coming all season. Now it's just a...
This will be the first time since 2012, Ferguson's last season at United, that United have managed to, well, if they don't concede, have gone 4 games winning without conceding, which would be pretty impressive.
Wow, Statman, Els, damn.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
Mad, isn't it?
Scored a goal now, lad. Yeah, definitely scored a goal.
I would love it. And
that's wicked.
Yeah.
That's wicked. You say they should have booed the players off the pitch. Your fan base were doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but I think it's appalling. I think I would be more inclined to say don't go to the game than to do that, because what is the point in going to a game and then tearing down your own players?
Agreed.
I think it's disgusting.
No, I think you paid for a ticket. Yeah, you have every single right. Especially with this day and age, when you paid so much money for a season ticket, you're inclined. You have every right to go and boo. You have every right to boo.
Why would you do it for your own mental health?
Listen, no one's against the term of booing. You go and boo. It's your own opinion. You can say what you want, but it's what are you trying to achieve with the booing?
Yeah.
Essentially, if it's just to boo the players, what are you going to get out of that?
True.
If you're actually upset at what you're seeing on the pitch, you're actually upset at how the club is being run, and you really want to make a difference, booing isn't going to do nothing.
Exactly.
If you really want to make a difference, don't turn up to the game. Don't interact with any of the social media accounts. Do whatever you got to do to hurt them, in my eyes.
I agree. That's what I said this even yesterday. If you want to hurt Tottenham and you're so leavy out, don't even show up to the game today. Don't give your ticket away. That's it. All the season ticket holders, don't even go. Make your voice heard there. It's going to hurt the broadcasters. When they look at on a TV or BT Sports, when they see nobody's in the crowd and they're like, what's going on here? Then they'll get some noise. But I feel if you paid for a ticket and you've gone to watch your team, especially when you feel like you've got rid of Stellini or Conte and now you've got a fresh start potentially, you have every single right to go and boo those players. Especially, I hear the mental part of it, and I'm not going to say money solves everything, right? But look, these players are trained for this kind of stuff, It doesn't cost you a penny to put in a bit of effort to go and run your socks off for your fans, the people that actually pay your wages every single week, and especially with the amount of money, especially this cost of living crisis, you have to go spend 60, 70, 100 quid just for a single ticket these days.
True.
You have every right to boo.
It's true. When football players and everybody that puts themselves in the light, they have to be prepared for the good and the bad that comes with it, without a shadow of a doubt. However, I do agree with Fuad in the sense that it's not going to achieve anything. No. If you're going to go to the game, you might as well cheer to try and get a comeback, because that's why you're there, to support them. Otherwise, what Ellie said, don't go. Just don't go.
It really infuriates me. If you're a fan and you go to a game and you're suddenly 1-0 down and the fan base just don't do it. There's nothing. It's like going to Stamford Bridge. It's like a bloody library in that place. But what's the point? If you want to get behind your team, get them going again, you need to build the momentum.
That's why
Anfield is elite, because the noise in that place is just unbelievable.
But the issue we have these days, though, especially someone that's been to protest against the Glazers and all that kind of stuff and whatnot, just outside the ground, don't even want to go in the ground and all that kind of stuff, walking out, if it never happens, because you don't want to buy a ticket this day and age. Obviously, Premier League global, someone's going to take that ticket anyways. And it's like, where would you rather be, at home, away from your team, especially in moments where you feel like there could be something, or you're going to give it up to somebody else? Like someone from the internationally might go to, I'll take that ticket for triple the price. They're sitting in your seat, and then what? You can't. It's hard these days. It's so hard. I think what you said, Fuad, is exactly what needs to be done. An organised march out the stadium. They say Tottenham, the Spurs go marching in. Go march out.
Didn't you used to do that last season though, and nothing happened?
I don't think there's really an exit at a certain time. No one ever really exited. It was just the Liverpool game where they got it called off. No one ever really walked out. No one's going to do it, because no one because truly at the end of the day, when you get in that seat, nobody cares unless you're 5-0 down. I think the message is, when you're 5-0 down, you're going to go home. Okay, what about when you're 1-2 up? Go home. Go home then. Show. Why not?
I think you can't take football away from people because we love it.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
It's a art. This is why we do it. We're passionate about this game. So regardless, for me, if Liverpool lose, we win tomorrow. That's just the way it is. I'll always support them and I'll always love them. That doesn't mean I'm always going to be happy with the way they perform. I'm definitely going to be disappointed, but I'll never get on the backs of the team in that type of negative way because it's just not progressive. It won't help me. It just won't. I can be cathartic about it and try and work it out, and that's what I can do. But I can't.
We know with Liverpool fans as well. If you want your owner out, you've done it before. Evidently, all over, the cameras. If you want out, trust me. That's what I love about Scousers, Geordies, and so forth. When it comes to community, it's second to none.
That's all we have. That's why I love it.
It's what it is, and you'll see everyone sympathise, and you'll see that walkout if it came down to FSG doing such a bad job going into next season.
Definitely,
there will be uproar.
They did it with So when we extended our stadium, they were telling us the prices of the tickets, and Liverpool supporters went crazy because they were like, you can't expect people from this working class city to pay this much money for a ticket. And so what they did was actually say, all right then, we've heard you, we're going to give everyone with an L postcode, which is a Liverpool postcode, tickets for £9, but it's not the best seats in the world, but you will get them for £9 because that's what football's all about. You take your kids to the game.
That. You've actually got the cheapest pint, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's important. Liverpool comes from a very working class route, so does Manchester United, so does Newcastle. That's why they're successful in the same vein, because they have that passion for the club, because it's all they had. It's literally all they had in the 50s, 60s, 70s. They didn't have anything else, because all the wealth was down south. So that's why you get these big supporters, lad, and that's why
with the seedless grapes.
This is why you need to be terrified of Newcastle. Be terrified of them, because they're not City. They're no little club with money. This is a big club with a lot of dough, and they're going to take it and run with it. Believe me.
Barely successful though. They won a trophy since '55.
I'm not talking about success. We're talking about success. City are massive, but we're not talking about success. We're talking about big clubs. We're talking about clubs that are die-hard fans that turn up every single week. When Newcastle get relegated, they still fill the stadium out.
Yeah, but I disagree. I think City got a lot of die-hard fans as well, and they got a lot. And I think it doesn't go known. City are still successful before these trophies. They won a lot of trophies. They had their period in the '60s.
I think they've just been massively overshadowed by Man United. I hear it.
But I don't look at City as they got like 3 fans, 12 fans. I'll still say it just to annoy them, but I think City, just knowing them through Daps and everyone, and Big Steve, all of them, man, what they do when
they deserve this, lad. They're the ones that went with their
diehards as well. You should see what they done for Main Road when it was going to go down the drain and stuff like that. What they all did to chip in as well. I heard all the stories from there, and that's what makes football what it is.
But having said that, lad, the way they've built their success is just not nice for football, lad.
But that's the same way as Chelsea.
Take a breath.
It's the same way for Chelsea then.
How are you doing?
It's the same way for
Right, first of all, we've got a super chat that I'm going to read, and then first super chat from Dimebag. Hi Doyle, just a reminder to not let Fuad escape without you cooking him when he cooked you an AGT when you played City.
Yeah.
Hashtag football is a humbler. Hold that. So just a reminder to go in on
Keep
Fuad.
cooking him.
But we're in half time, which means we've got to play some sort of game. And I've got a game ready for her.
I love it. Let's do it.
Comes with everything.
I do.
I love it.
So, right, I was thinking, we've obviously a mental season going on. I've got a few quiz questions that involve some mental stats, mental facts. So, I've got the question. You got to bang on the table if you want to answer it first, basically.
Bash.
Yeah? Right. First one.
Go on.
What did you say? I don't know. Right. 2 players have scored penalties with both feet in the Premier League. Can you name them?
Santi Zola.
No.
Oh. Well,
So
you mean
who's
this
it?
season?
No. Ever have scored a
Santi
penalty.
Zola, that was a good shout. He's...
Okay, well, it's not him.
Okay. Go on, lads.
Who's cheeky?
Do a little bash.
Daniel Sturridge?
No.
Scored with both feet.
Both feet. Who's
Penalties
done it?
with both feet.
That's a mad question, If you can know in the comments, we're not going to read them yet, but say it. I've already given my answer, so I'm not going to get it right now.
Cantona.
I feel like we should know one. Are they?
Can you give us a
easy
clue?
answers?
One of them I would say is
Cantona?
no.
What I would say is, why? Why would they do
Because
that?
you're a G.
Yeah.
Robert Pires.
No.
Thierry
Right, so
Henry.
you guys can both take the
I'm
deal on this one.
I'm out.
Answer is Bobby Zamora and Obafemi Martins.
Who would ever thought Zamora?
I would have never got
Guy was so
Zamora.
good. I would never have thought Bobby Zamora.
Obafemi Martins.
Let me find you an easier one then.
He's quite cheeky though. He was as a player.
We'll come back to the harder ones. Who has the most Premier League assists of all time?
Kevin De Bruyne. Oh.
Ryan Giggs.
Kevin De Bruyne, isn't it?
Ryan Giggs.
Oh yeah, Ryan Giggs.
Kevin De Bruyne is like, no, KDB's not second.
No, I didn't know you got the most assists.
KDB's like 6th or something.
Giggs got 134.
KDB's just broken 100.
That's what it is.
Has he got 134 gigs?
162.
Yeah. He is miles ahead, man.
134 is the one after him, innit? Is it
what?
Is it Gerrard?
Cesc.
What? Next.
What, Cesc it is?
Yeah.
Cesc.
He's seen this one the other day, innit?
I played this with Trent the other day on my interview with him.
Was he good, Trent?
He named all 10 top assistants.
He's got his eyes on
He's got his
eyes on
get on this bad boy, see her flexing on us then. She was like, by the way, I just
just interviewed Trent.
Struggling conversation.
Yeah, you know when I interviewed Trent.
Yeah, it's boss that he's got that football knowledge though. Love that lad. He's been clocking all the assists and going one day.
He actually said. So I said like there was a few I gave him like clues for 3. He knew 7 off the top of his head. 3 he gave. And then he goes, and then he just goes, lads, I'm catching you. Yeah, you are.
Love this kid. Scouser.
Right, next one. Do you remember Spurs United game in 2001? 8-goal thriller.
No. You're going
8-goal thriller. Was that the 5-3 when we was 3-0 down?
I think I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was 3-0 up, and then you absolutely bowled it second half. He said, I think Ferguson said the famous line, "This is Spurs."
So Spursy. Do you know the 5 players that scored your goals?
I was just a kid, but I remember watching it through Premier League years. I think Van Nistelrooy was one.
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah.
I think Paul Scholes. I think Paul Scholes was
2001.
another.
Van Nistelrooy was not at Man United. Sorry.
I think
check that.
You're gonna be wrong when I hear this, you know.
Yeah, he was there. He was there for 3 years.
He was not there, bro.
No,
he was at PSV.
No, he
was. 2001.
No, he was meant to come in 99, 2000, but he didn't come due to injury, and they got him the following year.
He was. This is accurate. This is accurate.
Check the stats.
Was it Scholes? I think Giggs was another one that scored.
You cannot come for Ellie. She is correct. She has the stats.
Just don't come for me. Don't come for me.
I almost got it.
You see that was an ultimate fail.
Okay, easier one. Okay, so there's 50 teams that have played in the Premier League, and 6 have never been relegated. Which 6 are they?
Arsenal.
United.
Bang your hand and answer. You got to answer 6.
Everton, United, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think Aston Villa.
No, they got relegated with Jack Grealish, right?
Oh yeah, they did, innit?
Damn. Who is a staple in the Premier League?
Are you joking?
Wait. Once Liverpool, isn't it?
Liverpool.
Yeah. Oh my God, I knew it.
Yeah, they're relevant. Innit?
So I got 4 out of 6.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yo, you said the Premier League. I'm thinking back to the 80s.
Okay.
Stuff.
How long have we got until kickoff? We've got another
2
one.
2 minutes.
Right. Who has scored the quickest Premier League hat-trick of all time?
Matt Sadio. No,
it was this season.
Yeah, it was recently, wasn't it?
No.
Was it Robbie Fowler?
No, you were right.
Sadio Mane.
Yeah. He took Fowler's record.
He played for Southampton at that time. I remember it.
Was it against Arsenal? Was it?
Because he took Robbie Fowler's, and I remember thinking he's a good player, and then we got him a few years later. And I was like, yes.
Who was it against?
It was against an opposition team.
Oh no.
I don't know who it was against.
It was against Villa. And do you know how quick it was? 3 goals.
9 minutes.
In 6 minutes it was.
No, it wasn't.
6.
5.5.
No.
8.
Wasn't 3.
I'm thinking maybe this is not accurate because you guys can't get it, but it is.
9 or 11?
Shall I tell you?
Go on.
2 minutes and 56 seconds.
How the hell did you get that?
Someone said it in the comments.
No, because he's not got it open. He didn't have it open. That's unbelievable.
Went to the back of my brain, and was like 2 minutes 56 seconds.
That is fucking quick.
That is,
That's a minute per goal.
No, you just remember. 2
minutes 56 seconds.
So what was it?
176
Every time they kicked off, basically, he just went, go on.
No, you can imagine that team though. Didn't you smash them like 7-0 or 6-0 or something?
No, they smashed. Oh no, that was Southampton.
No. Yeah, that was Southampton. He was when he was playing for Southampton.
Oh, Southampton.
Anyway, second half's kicked off.
One more.
Tottenham got a corner, and they haven't scored it.
Okay, this is an easy one. So quickest to bang the hand on the table. How many Premier League goals has Erling Haaland scored this season?
39?
33.
Oh, no, is it 33 or 33?
He
Yeah.
knows his stuff. It
Come on, man. He
became
tied it
33
with Salah and broke it
last
yesterday.
night.
Come on, lads. Wake up, man.
32 was Salah's, wasn't it?
Yeah, bruh.
And 34 is the ultimate one, which is doing Van Nistelrooy and...
But that's in a
Shearer.
That's in a what?
Vardy?
42 game.
No, Shearer.
42 game season.
Yeah.
So they actually have more games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
here's the science. Yeah.
Yeah, he's now got the most in a 38 game season.
Guess what? See, at
Leave your house.
United, they don't even allow that big of a sign to say glaze out. It literally's got to be a
Tiny one.
He just saw
garbage.
it as well. Look at his face. I know your breath stinks.
No, it probably does. Hey,
Oh, that's a horrible thought. There's nothing worse than bad breath. Let's just
agree.
not. Dimebags put another comment in the chat. Arsenal, the only London team next season playing Champions League. He said it in Pep's voice. I'm not gonna. Anyone want to give that a go?
They also...
What's that?
No.
I need that.
How many
I
London
need that.
teams have won
I
the
need
Champions
that.
League?
We
Chelsea,
need
innit?
that up the gun.
Chelsea.
Just Chelsea have won it. All these teams in London and only one team's won the Champions League. That's mad.
What do you mean?
What?
What,
The
Arsenal?
North is holding us in Europe, mate. Liverpool and United. Well done, us.
We got some UEFA Cups.
So does Arsenal, to be fair.
Oh!
They got one compared
they
to yours.
don't.
Oh my
Yeah, they
god.
do. They got one.
Harry
They
Kane's
don't
have a
blocking his
UEFA
own
Cup.
teammate. Shots at
They have
all!
a Cup Winners' Cup.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
that
even know
shit
what the
don't even
difference was.
count.
Scramble the box, he's hit the crossbar.
Yeah, I don't even know what the difference was. The Cup Winners' Cup, the UEFA Cup back then. I'm not
I
too
just call
familiar
it the
with
League
all
Cup,
that.
mate.
The Cup Winners'
League
Cup were the
the
winners
League
of
Cup, and
every
Euro.
country's FA Cup, basically.
Oh, was it? Okay, cool.
So Tottenham will come out in the second half a lot better than they started, that's for sure. They just get,
This is what worries me about De Gea. You should be collecting that ball comfortably, mate. And it's the same thing when it comes to corners. He's just not comfortable.
we just had another goal in another game, and who do you think it is?
It's Newcastle.
Yeah, it's Newcastle.
It's got to be Isaac, isn't it?
It was Joe Linton, actually.
Ah.
It's Joe Linton.
They're all sharing this. Sharing the spoils. Is that the same?
That's
I know, yeah.
Poor
Sharing
man.
of the spoils.
Sharing of the
Sharing
spoils.
of the
Who do
booty.
you think's going to get relegated this season, other than Southampton?
That's actually a really good question.
It's a great question. It's one of the best questions at the moment because nobody bloody knows. do they?
No one knows.
I'm gonna throw.
I don't think Leicester will.
I think Leicester will.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the bottom of the table.
Oh no! Never
What's
mind.
happening there?
Nah, you just
Son's
went around.
fuming. Nope. I'm going to
Son's
read the
fuming.
bottom of the table for us so we can all have a little ganders of what we think it's going to be. So, starting from 12th, we've got Crystal Palace on 37 points. Wolves next to them on 37. Bournemouth on 36, which is absolutely phenomenal. They've done really good to pull themselves out. Got West Ham just below them at 15th with 34. Leeds on 30. Nottingham Forest with 30. Leicester on 29 after 33 games played, awful. And Everton on 28 with Southampton dead last, 24. They've all seemed to play 33 games except for West Ham, who've had 32. Very difficult to call. Very difficult. So many points is that in there?
Changes week by week, man.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
8 points, 9 points, 8 points. Wow, there's 8
There's
points.
actually no calling it.
I think Leicester and Everton go down this year. I think it's time.
I
believe so.
I'm glad
I'm
though.
partial to agree. I also think Leicester, they're riding their luck right now, I'll tell you that.
I think West Ham, they're proving to get a little bit better.
Yeah,
There's been
definitely.
another goal.
Newcastle.
Who is it? It's Newcastle again.
Oh my god!
And who do you think it is? Oh, there we go. It's just popped on
Wilson.
the screen. Callum Wilson. He's a great striker, him, isn't he? I think we can all agree on that.
Another player we were talking about injuries that kind of killed him off, because in Bournemouth he was very good as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he's having a great time up there. He's a likeable character, to be fair.
Yeah, he's a great footballer. He's one of them type of strikers that can score any type of goal. He can score headers, he can score volleys, finish with both feet. He's just a very good footballer. Just a shame that he gets injured so much. However, in this Newcastle team now, where he can be rotated as much as he can,
He's been managed quite well.
he's going to work, I think. So it's a good little player that Newcastle have got themselves there.
Mr. Super Chat earlier, Juice
Get
Sauce.
Fred on, man.
Love
Juice
Juice
Sauce.
Sauce. You're in with the comments. Random question, guys. If you had to predict next season's top 4, top 6, what would you guys predict?
Liverpool first.
I don't think Man City win it, to be fair. So I'm being dead serious.
You don't think City are going to win again?
No.
Why are you stopping them?
Because I think a lot of teams are going to get better as well. But I think to do a 4-peat is another question now. And if anyone can do it, it's going to be Pep. but I think somebody else wins it.
I genuinely think that
because they're going to have to
right in summer.
Why I say
who give us
I think because they're going to bring in a lot. They're going to bring in a lot of players as well. I think they're going to get Gavardio. They're going to get rid of Laporte. Some of the play. Gundogan potentially and Bernardo Silva. That's going to be that's massive, regardless of who you bring in. Them two are so irreplaceable at the moment, and even if it is Bellingham and so forth, you're not going to fill those shoes straight away.
So who then? Like Ellie said,
I don't know who's. I can't call it. I'm not going to say my own team or nothing. I think if Liverpool recruit well, they'll have definitely a better season.
Me too.
I think if you recruit 3 midfielders, and it doesn't have to be star midfielders, because Klopp's shown that, and I think a couple other additions, maybe some smart business. And Dika is a left-footed centre-back. He's coming from Frankfurt on a free. He's great, and he's been linked everywhere. I think Liverpool are gonna definitely be good again next season. I think Chelsea are gonna be good again next season.
Yeah,
and I just think it's not. We're not gonna see 90 points anymore. Maybe around the 80-point mark. And I can't call it, but I think it will go back to the traditional top 6 bar you guys.
No, do you know what I think? I think also Villa and Newcastle.
No, Villa being
next
around
season have definitely.
I think you know Fuad yourself. There's a lot to do with Spurs, from the goalkeeper.
We're not involved.
From the goalkeeper all the way probably to the striker without Harry Kane, and then it's like, and you even trust your recruitment to get it right.
Spurs, for me, are going to be on a downward spiral.
And they need
for the
it.
next
I think they need it though. They need a reset.
Exactly, that's the point. And then they'll build up from there. They're too much of a big club to get relegated. They won't get relegated or anything like that, and they will pull themselves out of it. Whether they can win anything, some other story.
You can come to Carton at Tottenham, so
it's sick actually.
There's Go-Kart in that ground. Is there anything at that ground? It's got a brewery in there, a brewery.
It's got a brewery. It's got a nightclub. It's got a skywalk. It's got a hotel. It's got an F1 track. Well,
bro, we're an entertainment facility, man. We in a football institution, man.
You definitely don't entertain anybody
top
with the
6
football,
we're out of that. I think the surprises next year. I think everybody will be surprised at how good Chelsea will be.
Yeah, I completely agree.
You can't spend 6 million
I think
and not
Chelsea will definitely be back in top 4. I think United will be in the title race for sure. I think people will be surprised that Arsenal isn't competing for a second title in a row. And wondering what's happened, is Arteta gone backwards? But no, really and truly, it's just a matter of the situation.
Wait, what? I've gone. Talk me through that.
So no, I just think if I'm right and United continue to spend this summer, they should go up a level for me. I think under Ten Hag's management, I'm expecting second season. I'm expecting a massive jump up. Chelsea, I think if you lot get Pochettino, I said you lot need someone who's gonna bring a bit of discipline and a voice that they can actually follow. Pochettino, Jose, Ancelotti for me were 3. You get any of those 3, I think you're kind of in safe hands. So I think you guys will be top 4 though. I think the title's too soon. I think City, no question about it, they're going to win the title again. As we keep saying,
that's not football.
They're breaking molds. Whether it's Centurions, whether it's quadruple treble, domestic trebles, whatever it is, City break the barrier. So I think they're going to be the first team to win 4 titles in a row, and Pep is going to do it smugly. I think Liverpool, the rebuild is going to be crazy. I'm sorry, but it's not going to be done in one summer. It's gonna and top 4 is gonna be a fight for you lot next year. I don't think like you're thinking maybe one window we could be back in the title race. I don't think title,
but I do think you'll be looking at top 4.
I think City in the second half of this season have started to hit their gear, and next season will start off so clear. Next season won't even be a race. It's just City will have run away with it, and then it's a matter of what the others. Chelsea will be there, United will be there. I think Newcastle and Liverpool will be fighting for the top 4 spot. And Arsenal, as well.
What, you don't think Villa are going to be seeing and looking at?
Villa will do the cute thing.
I think Villa will win a cup next year. I don't know why.
And all these other teams.
I think they'll be
Europa League. They'll be Europa League.
It's a phantom league. This league has not been the most traditional.
Forget about Brighton as well.
In the middle of it.
I think Brighton as well.
Let's get raided.
People in positions. Oh, sorry! No, not quite.
I don't think Brighton will get top 6. But my God, there you go.
What a finish that was from Brighton. What a goal!
There's your 2-1. There's your 2-1.
Emerson could fucking never do that. Ever.
Mad.
Now let's go.
Anyway, we've had another goal. And it's not in a Tottenham game. Where do you think it's come from?
Newcastle.
Oh, they've scored again!
Stop it!
Hey, it ain't easy, man. Newcastle ain't easy.
I told you, be scared of these. Be very, very scared of these, because they've got proper fans, money and everything.
Have I not been saying that all year? Everybody's been doing the
Be
cute.
scared.
Newcastle's nice. Oh, they're gonna come.
They ain't
But they're
nice.
the big bad monster. They're coming for all your lunch monies.
They're a puppy pit bull at the moment, and they're going to grow into a big fat-headed dog, mate. Believe me.
Hey, outside of the boot though, that is nice,
you know, it's
man.
like
Come
it's
on.
like
Ericsson, hold that!
Oh, what a finish that is.
Get
mate.
him off as well. Get Ericsson off, man. And get Martial
what
on.
movie is it where they buy those puppies and then they end up being those massive creatures?
I giving him a
Messi's
lifeline,
dog.
man.
Messi's dog.
Oh, like
Messi's
Messi's
was a tiny puppy
What
when he
are they
got it,
called?
and now
Well,
it's
no, that's
you can
just
bloody give him his
Get
back and ride it.
Sancho.
Dog the
Pass
Bordeaux.
it to him, Rashford, man.
Rashford.
What you doing, Rashford? This is why people criticise you sometimes.
That was good.
No,
No, I should have gave it to
what's wrong
Sancho.
with that?
Should have gave it to Sancho, in my opinion.
Oh, here we go. As if Bruno's off the crossbar.
Bruno Fernandes just beat the own goal. Takes a man on brilliantly. He's clear on goal. All he has to do is slot it, and he toes it right into the crossbar. Gutted. And then Aaron Wan-Bissaka misses a lovely open goal there.
How do you miss or not? It's going to be one of them games in the end, isn't
Oh,
it?
wow. Do you know what he's done there? I'll tell you exactly what he's done right there. He knows that the keeper's going to go low, so what he's thought is, I need to dink it over the top of him. But he hasn't had enough time to
Could've done
readjust his
anything.
body to do the right technique to do that. So he's caught himself underneath the ball, and he's lifted it too far, and it's hit the crossbar. Wow,
just
that was a
killed it.
clear
Could've
chance
just
to kill the game, that.
Yeah, it could have killed all that momentum. See,
Well punched out.
easy,
So
Anthony.
Tottenham have survived, and they're very lucky. They're still in the game at the moment, so they'll be happy with that crossbar. Bruno Fernandes will be kicking himself. It was very well worked. It actually
That
came.
was- yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what that came from? It come from Rashford doing all the stuff on the wing,
I don't think
dragging
he's-
4 men out, and then slotting it through to somebody that can slot the ball into the goal. Like, that's exactly what that
But I
was.
wouldn't have done that personally. I saw Sancho
Well, you don't play for Man United, lads.
Sancho's in 1v1 with Anthony to the right of him, and he could have just put that in a 2-on-1 situation. What a ball!
Apparently Isaac's just made an unbelievable run and I really want to see it.
If production team have it, we'd love to see that. Like, no problem.
Yeah, everyone's saying Isaac, wow.
He's looks like he's
Unbelievable
going to be a
run.
top player, doesn't he? What's that super chat that we got there?
Dime bag.
Damn bag.
Dime bag.
Oh,
nah, I'm
in
sorry,
behind.
Fuad, but we need another court case soon. Hashtag
What is
9
that,
Richard
man?
needs
What
to go
is
to
that?
jail. Even Rob Holding has more goals than him. Hashtag up the gun.
Right, court cases pending soon. Send your paperwork in. We will be reviewing all cases soon. Trust me.
Oh, that was disgusting, Meg. Though I'll be honest.
This man, Fuad, lad. What? R9, he was calling him in the World Cup, lad.
Oh no.
I told you.
Don't tell
Richarlison
me
for Brazil
it's different
and
for Brazil.
Richard for Tottenham
The whole
are two
Pogba
different
thing
people.
again. It doesn't matter.
Brother,
Charles from
don't be
Brazil ain't
mad at
that
me.
good, anyways.
Be mad at him.
Overrated again.
R9, he was calling him. You're saying he's better than Ronaldo?
No,
Better?
whoa.
Go back,
Now you're
look
lying.
at the streams.
Now you're lying.
Go
No.
look. This man
What did I say?
doesn't realise what he said.
I said
This is the
R9
real
can
R9.
only be worn
He said this is
by
the
certain
real
players.
R9.
Romario,
The real
Ronaldo,
R9.
and Richarlison. They're the only guys who are R9s.
Anyone in the comments wants to go back to it?
Those are the facts.
It was the
Am I
moment.
lying?
It was
Am
the
I lying,
game.
Ellie?
It was the
Ellie,
game.
am I lying?
Stop looking for
They're
validation
not
where it's
lying.
not there, lad.
Listen.
If you want to go back into the videos for us,
Go
yeah,
for it. Go for it.
it was when Richarlison actually scored that belter goal. I think it was that game, but he was called.
Rewind us that goal. Talk us through that goal.
It was
happened?
brilliant, wonderful. Took a
Yeah.
touch, very instinctive. Twizzled his body at the top, lad. Caught it very well, and it was a
Has
great
Ronaldo
finish.
ever done something like that?
Ronaldo scored loads of it.
You alright?
I'm supposed to be trolling Fuad and he's trolling me back. How is this happening? Professional troll, mate.
Hey!
Your team's crap.
Ronaldo can dribble, but I ain't seen him do no bicycle kicks.
Okay, bro.
It's too heavy.
See him, bruv. Anyway, the
Spurs
game.
are pushing back.
Yeah,
Son
the game's opened up
pressing
a
This is
little
big
what I say.
time.
Get
Yes.
Ericsson off, man.
Yeah, in this moment, I would agree with you. Now you need energy. Now you need someone like Fred to come on.
And Martial
kick
to hold the
everyone
ball
to
up.
bits, lad, and not let any rhythm in the game. That's exactly what you need. So right now, Tottenham have found a little bit of momentum.
And that's what I don't like. We just gave
Go
him
on,
a
Paul.
lifeline.
Near post.
Oh, she missed the ball.
Hammer it!
Bosh.
Oh, go on then.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
You should have
You
bet with
can
that.
see Tottenham getting a second here, can't you? You can
At the
just,
moment,
just
they're
in
right.
the air a little bit.
It's got to ride the wave, innit?
Yeah.
Nice comment here. Liverpool fan. Stephen Borman. Big up the lads and the beautiful Ellie.
Oh.
What, are we not beautiful as well? Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. What's going
You're
on
the
here? What's
lads.
going on here?
That's cooler. I wish I was one of the lads.
No, you don't. I wish I was beautiful. Can you call me beautiful
So you
as
can
well?
go and have a, interview
Resend
chat.
that.
Yeah, exactly. If I was beautiful, I'd be able to do Premier League footballs and interview
You
them.
ain't
and
seen
I'd
my
encourage
them?
them.
Look at all these luscious-
Language was not the correct language. I meant interview them. That's what I bloody meant. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, he's
sharp,
coming
it's
off.
not fair.
He's had a new haircut there as well, hasn't he?
Just shaved off, isn't he? Wait, what?
He needs to go to Turkey. He needs to ask Rob Holding where he went.
Yeah, Holdini, where did you get your hairline, bruv?
Nah,
Fred, come on, there you go.
He subbed off Richarlison when he was about to score.
He swapped off Marshall for Sancho and Fred.
I don't want to see his happiness.
Tottenham got to get rid of Richarlison at the end of the year. I think that's one player. But will they need him? That's another one.
Yes, because they're going to get rid of Harry Kane. And then we'll have nobody if he'd get rid of him, which is the same thing anyway, because he scored 0 goals.
I still think recuperate money and just go get somebody else. I think they're linked with that sporting player, Gonçalves or something.
They need, we've said it before, lad, they need an entire rebuild, scrap everything and start again. And that would mean getting rid of the owner if he could possibly, but that's obviously not going to happen.
Well, see, look, why is Kane there? That's what he needs to get more in the box.
Because he doesn't get the ball from his creative players, so he has to be the creative player, lad. That's the whole point. And he won't do that at United because he will have creative players and he will have to adapt his game back to being that number 9.
What creative players at United?
Fernandes. He's not creative.
He's creative. Well, he's the only one.
Rashford, I'd say, is creative as well. He'll play well with Kane, especially having an English career with him.
I think that's probably...
Great defender from Alan.
I think that's one of the few United have, actually, I think, is creativity. I think like they have a lot of direct players.
I'd say Rashford's creative.
In his own way sometimes, but he's not someone that's going to...
Like, you don't look to Rashford to create chances.
Yeah, you look for Fernandes. That's who you look for. That's your playmaker there.
And if he's not on his day...
That's why we need another centre mid.
Even to be honest with you...
Exactly what I'm saying.
That's why I want Frankie de Jong and nobody else.
I think if you ask most United fans, that would probably be number 8.
I think Casemiro's even got a little bit of creativity in him as well.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be his role.
It's not his bread and butter. Absolutely not.
You need a controller.
No, I hear what you're saying. He can find a pass, but... A creator? I don't know if United even have one at the moment.
Spurs have had many corners this game, and
what we need is a controller. So our creators, let's say the better versions of, they can be the better versions of themselves a little bit. Just get out the pitch, and I'm sure chances will come.
A bit like what we do with Trent.
Basically, yeah. You don't get a right back that can create.
You was going to say something?
No. Also, can I say you've bottled that chance of getting that 4 wins without conceding. Like I said. Not you lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They
Kas.
did.
You bottled that 4. That was so harsh.
5-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, you bottled it.
5-1 Newcastle.
5-1. Who scored, Fuad?
I don't know, Griff.
Let's have a guess. I don't know, Jeff. I'm going to say Callum Wilson got his hat-trick.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
I don't know. Also, who scored for Everton?
Newcastle.
I can't lie. Luke Shaw's played really well, man.
Fabian Shaw scores in the 90th minute.
Shaw.
Oh, go on. It's 4-3. Oh, 4-4 now.
Got Man United on the attack here. Are they going to capitalise on it?
No. See, I think someone should be in at the back post there.
Dimebag said, by the way, somebody got a shave. I'm guessing he meant Fuad's worms off that, ain't it?
No. Fred's worms. No.
Can't be this.
Fred wishes he can get to this level. You wish, Freddie boy.
The disrespect.
How does Fred even keep his hair?
Will you ever cut that? No.
Probably, I don't know. I will at some point.
I kind of want to see 14-year-old Fuad again.
Thing is, that's what I'm saying. I look good without the dreads.
What are you doing, Marcel?
It just works.
It just works.
Have you got so much confidence for a Spurs fan, lad?
Bro, this is the thing.
Is it all false? Do you go home and cry?
When you are built with so much character and have been through so much.
Character means triumph at the end of it, mate.
No.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Who told you
Be your own biggest fan.
Liverpool supporters.
Who told you that?
Liverpool supporters.
They lied to
We've been oppressed, lad, and we win.
That's what Brendan Rodgers told you, like, character.
No.
After every press, character.
Yeah, you believed it. That's what you're going to get. You believed it. Shankland told us that, lads.
We showed good character.
See how much hate this man has? It's wonderful.
Fuad, be your own biggest fan.
Hey, listen, I am.
Come on.
No, you can't be. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, God. You're Ellie, I love
that. Trent's not going to like that.
Trent who, bruv? He's trying to copy my hair.
Yeah. I don't know. Yours is longer, isn't it?
Oh, way longer.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, cool.
Mind you, he looks like he just hasn't gone for a retwist in a while.
That's weird.
Oi, Harry, go on. Back post. There you go.
And he's messed it. Son had a clear chance at the back post.
Get this man at Old Trafford, man.
By Harry Kane.
Get this man at OT.
And he was not able to convert. Unfortunate. He didn't take his chance.
Shocking away
Harry
from
Kane
home.
in the comments said, no, Ellie, I'm Fuad's biggest fan. Honestly, we're all fighting over you.
You all stop loving Fuad. He's
also said, Doyle, who do you hate more, City or Everton?
Absolutely City. City every single day. City?
No.
But
No.
I am from Liverpool, okay? We like Scousers, lad. You'll know that if you're from
Your
the place,
family
lad.
members are all
Yeah.
Evertonians and stuff. Oh,
Well, lads,
makes you sick.
we share cups of tea and that, you know what I mean?
Oi, Wan-Bissaka, go on.
Did you see that?
Lindelof he's got to recover there. He's got to
Listen,
communicate.
United are leaving the game open for us, and I don't know why, because they should have bolted the door behind them.
That's what I say. There's no other Geordie team, but there is Sunderland, innit? Sunderland
Maybe that
and
booing at
Middlesbrough.
They had
time
the
kicked them
they've
into
had the
gear.
chance to like lock the
Beat
door
out
as well.
of
And they
sight.
just didn't. How Bruno's missed that?
Yep. Bad
How
chance.
Son missed that?
Bad miss. I mean, I'd say the Bruno one was definitely worse.
Yeah.
Go on, Kulu!
Just a lot of that, a lot of flashes
But the
across
thing is,
box
nobody's
for
there.
Tottenham.
Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Not one.
So, and that's exactly where you want Harry Kane. You don't want him at the back waiting for the ball. You want him at the back post waiting to score, like Haaland does.
Just not there, innit? Look, he ain't going to bust a gut to get into the box.
That's the point. He's creating everything. He has to create everything because otherwise he doesn't get the ball, mate.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he just did. He created that chance.
People want Kane to start the move, but then also finish it. I'm like, bro,
He's got to teleport.
it's not.
Mad.
The only person who I saw do that, actually, Vinny Jr. Yesterday, I saw him. There was one point where he had the ball on the wing, and then he ended up scoring. I was like, bro,
he is lightning.
how
lad.
did you get there?
He's the physical embodiment of lightning, lad. He's rapid.
I'm not joking with you.
Yeah. On and off the ball, by the way, as well.
That's what I was going to say. It's so rare you see someone who's that quick on the ball, but fuck me, it's lightning.
He's unbelievable, isn't he? One of the best wingers.
I think that booing done something for that Spurs team, you know.
Do you think it's
done?
he's entering now,
But,
Vinny? That
they look like they
Fred,
want him more,
the
don't they?
Haaland and
We ain't got
Mbappe
Brazilian
realm.
Fred right now.
No.
What's it going to take for Vinny to enter that realm?
More goals.
Because I feel like the last 2 seasons he's consistently now. I think he's 20 and 20 for goals and assists.
I think I'm being a bit harsh on him. Yes, he is, but he's still not.
I know.
He's not there. Does that make sense? Like you talk about them and you go, yeah, Vinny Jr.
Because those two, you know, are going to define a generation. The next 10 years are going to be there. Vinny Jr. I don't know, man. I'm like, the improvement I've seen in the past 4 to 5 years, I haven't seen since maybe Cristiano Ronaldo. You could say like
he
that.
can win your games, and that's what the other two lads can do as well. Win games on their own. I think Mbappe is clear of them, all of them. Quite honest with you.
You know what? He just doesn't. When you look at other players, he just doesn't have that. You know when something separates a player and just makes them special immediately. I think that's what he is with Vinny. He's got pace. He can shoot and everything. He does all the basics of what you should do as a winger. But I just don't think he's just getting the recognition maybe he just deserves at the moment.
I think
Because he's good in the Champions League. He's good in the league.
Go, float it back post, man. What are you waiting for?
a chance. Oh my days! Eric Dyer has just missed a clear
What's Eric Dyer
chance.
doing there?
Wide from a header, should have buried that. That
Ryan
is
Mason
bloody
literally banging
terrible,
his
mate.
head.
You slab head.
That was bloody awful. He
That's
had
it.
all the time in the world to pick his spot, and you know where he picked it? Into the crowd.
What is Luke?
awful.
Oh my God, that was
Luke Shaw's inexperienced.
You are in the 6-yard box. No excuse
You know what he's
whatsoever.
doing? He's trying too hard to put that in the corner. He's trying desperately to put it in the
can't
corner.
lie.
Shape of your head. This is your moment.
Get on Harry Maguire, man. Got to get on Harry
What?
Maguire. I think
That was terrible.
Luke
That
Shaw.
was
I think Luke Shaw's
That's the
inexperienced.
moment. That's the moment. The game's not coming.
Look how tired you lot are now,
That was
winning
the
the ball
moment.
back every 2 minutes.
I guarantee you, United
Eric
score a third now.
diabolical.
I guarantee United score a third.
That's what happened before.
Guarantee United score a third.
Oh,
I thought that was going in.
That's exactly what happened
Bro,
before.
I'm telling
had a
you, that
chance
was the
with
moment. It's
Perisic.
come and gone now.
Yep.
Ollie skip, man. That was a big tackle.
That's what
He's
happened
hurt
before. You had a chance with Perisic, and then they went straight to the end of the pitch for Rashford from a ball from Fernandes, and they just scored.
Bit of luck there. Look. Oh, that was
Good
a great
tackle,
tackle,
Yeah,
man.
that was a really good tackle.
Put his legs on the line there. Like.
Oh, that must.
Oh God.
No, you can't say Rashford. That's not a foul.
Well done.
mate.
Nah.
Definitely not a foul.
If that was
No,
a foul,
that
that
was a
game's
great
gone.
tackle.
Come on, man.
not
Still
a
got
foul.
20 minutes in this
corner
one.
here. Oliver Skip looks like he's about 49, lads, mad.
Mate,
But he also looks like he's 24 at the same time. I can't complain.
I know what you mean. It's the Benjamin Button effect.
It's mad.
Lovely, lovely guy there.
Oh, have you met him as well, have you?
She actually did.
Flexing.
I did,
Do you know what it
yeah.
was? She walked to him after he scored a banger against her team as well. I was like, so perfect. Ask
I
him about
know.
how good his goal was. He
I
was like,
know.
oh, you know,
I
I
had to
just
speak, yeah.
hit it on as I caught it naturally on the foot. And she's like, oh yeah, it was good, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
really good goal. I'm really
Hold
glad
him
that you
back.
scored it against my team.
I love that.
Honestly.
I love that.
Outrageous.
Watched that a couple of times. Me.
Yeah, walk to the player after they've just scored against your own team.
Oh, that's so
There's-
smelly, man.
and it was just so bad because
What's
he was so
Weghorst
nice. I
doing
couldn't
coming on?
imagine.
I said
couldn't not
I
like
guarantee
him.
he's like proper polite and nice, and that's
came
how he
over,
was.
shook my hand, like honestly. I just wanted him to come over and be an absolute prick. So
He's got to put him in a 10.
yeah, like
Give it back to him.
yeah, exactly.
Well, last year, come on for
needs to go
Man
barbers,
United,
man, what the
Sakharov, and they're also bringing on Wout Weghorst.
Who?
Wout Weghorst.
Wow.
We've drawn the game.
Well, I mean,
We're gonna lose or draw.
Is it Wout or Wout?
Without.
Wow.
Yeah, without Veghorst.
Val Vegas.
Yes.
Stephen Borman, what is your favourite film you all like to watch? Ooh,
Favourite film?
Interesting.
Lord of the Rings. All day long, I'm a fan.
Drive. Ryan
I love
Gosling.
Lord of the Rings. I'm a fan.
Great
Don't
film.
watch Sally.
You ever seen that? Drive?
Don't watch Sally, love.
Law-abiding citizen.
That was a great film too. Not the best though.
You know, if I don't pick Drive, I'd say Rush Hour. I could probably watch that every day of the week.
What's that one?
Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Rush Hour. Yeah.
All-time classic, honestly.
Yeah, it's
If you-
sick film.
I don't really watch many
I don't watch
programs, to
films.
be
Oh,
honest.
do you
at
not?
all.
One
I'm
for
constantly
you
playing
tonight,
football,
yeah?
I'm doing
One
something.
for you tonight. Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Did you say tonight?
No, go watch that tonight if you haven't seen that.
I know
Yeah,
that film,
yeah,
lads.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
Snatch
yeah.
and all that, lads.
Snatching that, yeah, it's great.
Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels?
Have you
No
not
way,
seen that?
with Vinny. Oh,
You
my
haven't
God,
seen
and-
Lock, Stock?
No.
It's great.
I don't believe
No.
this. Can everyone just stop getting shot?
Yes.
It's one of the best films. I like that film. It's
Nah, wait, give me a quick,
They don't do that
quick
sort of films no more,
synopsis.
ever.
It's so chaotic. I can't even.
It's
give you a
because it's like
synopsis.
three, like you're looking
It's
into
like
like
three
three different
storylines
people's
at
lives,
once.
like storylines, and they put into one film, and in the end, it goes together.
Yeah.
Into
I
a
love
lot.
those like Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
you're watching three different stories basically, and
I
they
do
all
like
merge
them.
into one, but they're telling you from every
But
single.
what is it? Is it like a
It's about a
thriller?
robbery.
Is
It's
it?
a robbery, thriller,
Yeah.
heist type
That,
film.
they're my favourite. They're my
honestly,
favourite.
Is this done?
Oh, that's disgusting. And
Where is
yeah, it's
this
got comedy.
done?
The best part about it's just got comedy all with it.
Yeah, Lock, Stock. We'll all say Lock, Stock because that's a brilliant film.
Okay, well, I need to watch it. What's it on?
Everything.
Netflix. Should be on Netflix.
Ooh,
yeah.
Lock,
Lock, Stock,
And
Two Smoking Barrels.
It's got two scousers in it, which
Snatch,
are not
have you-
depicted very well. Kenny, you're alright, mate.
I don't know many Scouts yet, but all the ones I know I actually love. I don't think I've met a Scout that I don't like.
Oh, I love that. He's right. Thank you.
Lindelof's getting sent off then.
Son's down.
Son is down. Lindelof took him out. Andy Taylor saying it wasn't a yellow card, mate. It wasn't.
Mason's going mental. Did you see that?
Mental Mason, mate, on the sideline. Well, that was definitely a
Oh
foul.
no, that was a foul.
He ragged them down at the same
That was a
time as
foul.
well. It's a yellow card, that, mate, for me. Is he already on the yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, he should be off the pitch. Do you all think he should be off the pitch? I do. That was definitely a foul.
I think there's too many bodies back to consider that as a yellow.
He kicked him and also grabbed him at the same time, lad.
Yeah, tit for
Double
tat.
homicide,
You're
that
allowed
was.
to foul without getting carded all the time. Maybe I don't know. It's Anthony Taylor. He loves sending the Man United player
Light
off.
one up from 30.
So Tottenham have a free kick, not quite on the edge of the box, not really from
He's
shooting
going for it,
range.
isn't he?
If he does go for it and it goes in, it's going to be
Who-
world class.
who
Just
is it?
roll it and shoot, man.
Is that
Don't
Harry-
do
it's not Harry
this.
Kane?
You ain't got tech like that, man.
Kane.
Oh, that's not great
Oh,
clearance.
that's very close. Good routine.
No, he's lost it.
You gotta win that. Gotta
No
win that.
control
Big
there.
hit. Alright, that's a great leap.
I tell you what, in the second half, Tottenham have been quite unlucky not to score. They've only got themselves to blame.
They've
though,
had more
'cause they've
chances
missed all
than
the
Man
chances.
United.
Yeah. Man United now trying to build a counter, but
Cassie,
they're
man.
very
Makes you feel
easily
like one is
stopped.
coming though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is coming, man.
Tottenham
I'm
with
not
the momentum
confident
for
at all.
sure.
If he did
For
say this, it's
sure.
going to be a closer game than most people think. No one expected this.
Harry Kane there with a lovely
It's
ball
not
over.
ending a draw though, no chance.
No, I can't
Kulusevski.
see it. It's too many gaps for Man United. I can't see us.
Back
even-
post. Oh! Tried
see
to
it.
do it, De Bruyne. Didn't
The
quite
only
work
way
out.
this just kills any momentum is United just get a break and just go score. That's it, and it's done. You can't go from there. But I just can't even see it from my own team. Every time the ball goes up, I don't know what it is with Tottenham. Is they've made their everything more compact. And yes, they are risking to go get the goal, which you should do as well. And you're leaving gaps sometimes, but they win back the ball so quick.
Throw yourself at
Yeah, I
the
know,
damn
yeah.
ting, man.
And look, they've won the ball back already, and we didn't even get to see it.
I would say that, I think someone said it was you, Ellie, about the booing. I think the booing's probably done something for them. It's
Yeah,
probably
well,
actually
it
made
looks
them
like it has,
pull the finger
yeah.
out a little bit and be
Booing
like, hey, we need to do this.
Yeah, they're thinking, oh, we've already paid you back the money from the last game. We can't do it again.
Be skint, mates, can't do that.
Yeah. Oh. I had a super chat earlier from Jake saying on DR Sports, Ellie versus Abby in challenges, and the loser does a forfeit. You know what? I've not actually met Abby.
Abby's lovely. You
Never
should
met
know her.
Abby.
You two have...
No,
we
she
need that.
seems class. So.
We need that.
But I'm telling you right now, unless the challenge is naming all the Premier League stadiums as quick as possible in like 20 seconds, she's probably got the win. I'm unbelievable.
Oh my word! This is what I mean about this bald freak, man. This referee gets on my nerves. Oh, what's she gonna score from it now? What?
Look at Romero.
Love it.
Oh, whatever, man.
Not to hit that, though. That looked like it hit that
He
one.
just turned him.
Bush.
It just turned him,
Bro, he did have his whole, his whole hand.
The guy is 6'6". He's 5'7". The other dude.
Oliver Skip said, "Wait, can I breathe, please, lad?" And one girls went, "Nah, kid," and just covered his whole face, lad.
Just going back to that Super Chat quickly. Do you know what I recommend?
Go on.
DR Sports Day.
Yeah, I definitely want to compete. I want to compete.
That's a shout.
You know what? At the end of the season,
Then you can
end of the season.
DR Sports Day.
That's such a good shout.
We could get all the girls doing each other's competitions. So we got Abby, we got Sophie, we got Ellie.
Yeah.
There's a couple of girls. We get competitions going. Doyle, AGT, me, Flex. Hey,
that
listen.
would be
Do you hear this?
We can make content.
Do
We can make content.
Sports Day would be funny, you know.
Sports Day.
Hey.
Oh my god, Matisse in that would also be.
Hey, Matisse in the 100-meter race. I know you don't want to see that. I know you don't want
I'm
to
not
see
gonna lie, I'm unbelievable at the 200 meters.
They're so taking that.
I need to see Matisse going. I need to see it, lad.
You don't want to see who's the quickest on DR Sports? Flood the comments. Flood the comments.
I'm
like,
definitely
I'm
the quickest girl.
But you'll all lose to me, unfortunately.
Hey,
like,
I love
we can
it.
all talk about it and have fun and that.
I love
but
this
I
energy.
will win.
Remember this.
I can't lie.
Remember this. Ellie.
You think you're the fastest?
There's a poll.
I haven't said it.
Should
I can't
we
lie,
do a
I've
DR
never met
Sports
somebody
Day?
that fast.
I haven't
Everyone
said
vote
anything.
absolutely yes.
I don't know if you all heard Ellie. So what did you say, Ellie, there?
DR Sports have just put a poll up. Should we do a DR Sports Day? And the answer is yes.
So far, it's a yes.
Hey, expressions.
I can't
Raul.
wait.
Nico. Hey. Listen. Linford Christie Stadium. We will see you soon.
Sorry, but just a thought as well of like James Bayliss doing the relay race.
I'm telling you.
Unbelievable.
Chef's kiss. Wonderful.
Right, I just got a message from production saying call-ups coming soon.
Love this. This is the end of season 1.
Oh my god, honestly, it's like literally like waiting for the call from the big boss. Like,
hey,
have you
listen.
made it?
That's such a good shout for you.
That is a really
Listen,
good shout.
No one
I'm telling
people
you.
like you, lad.
I genuinely think
ideas man, as they
but
say.
we need it being filmed, the whole thing.
Oh,
obviously.
100%. Like that's the
That is
people
the
need
bread
to
and
enjoy
butter
this
of
as
it.
much as we
Yeah.
enjoy it ourselves out there. Come on.
You know, it could be a good competition as well. KGVX in a cussing competition, just cussing each other's teams out. Whoever stumbles with
Verbal
the tongue. lad.
judo.
Don't it? Yeah, exactly, lad. Verbal wars.
Oh, flip's sake! Look at the back post.
Go on, Harry. Go on, Harry.
There we go.
Go on, Harry. Go on, Harry.
2-2.
2-2.
Oh, this one away.
1-2 punch. Yeah. What's that?
What you say now, bruv? What you say now, bruv?
Yeah. What is it now? What is it now? Hey, hold that. You hey, half time I saw my mentions. You can all hold that. Hold that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he'd missed it, you know. I thought he'd actually missed it, lad.
A draw feels like a W. You know why? Because you all wanted me to lose, and I ain't gonna lose.
You will on Sunday. You will on Sunday. You will lose on Sunday.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It's a
watch them
great
sit
ball.
back after this, think that's that work done for the season.
I honestly thought he'd missed
Liverpool
it.
come and absolutely
Yeah.
batter you.
Liverpool are gonna smoke you
Liverpool
on Sunday.
3-2 earlier.
Liverpool.
Me? Nah, someone said
Someone
that.
said that in the comments. I think
Yeah, they
3-2.
did.
Someone says in the comments, Anish, hopefully with the fans for the Sports Day. Oh, well. We'll bring you along on the content, obviously.
How you letting?
I reckon we should do some sort of, get them involved somehow.
I agree. Like the people that have done the most super chats throughout
Yeah.
the league. You're welcome. All that type of stuff coming.
Yeah, that would be class, actually.
I like that. That's a good shout, actually.
Hey, this is a good stream, this one, you know.
I'm telling you, I like this.
Someone just asked what my YouTube channel is. I don't have a YouTube channel. But I do put everything on Instagram. So hopefully once I've finished the Trent edit, I'll put a bit of it on the old Instagram.
Wicked. What's your Insta there?
Oh, my Instagram is Ellie Collins, but the O in Collins is a 0.
0.
There you are.
There you are.
Any underscores?
No underscores,
Well
no.
done. Well done.
I think it's quite cool that Ellie Collins with
Yeah. It's like me, I got my full name without any.
Yeah.
It's like, there's only one Fuad Kadani in the world.
There's no
It's only
everyone's
one.
there's a few Ellie
Only
Collinses
one.
apparently.
I mean, my
so-
name's quite weird as well, lad. And Doyle Mills, lad. That's you.
No, but your
you've never met
Instagram
anyone
is
called
like
Doyle?
what is your Instagram like?
I guarantee you there's another
Freestyle
one.
Doyle or something like that.
No, it was at Steven Gerrard.
No, it's not.
Nah, my Instagram's at Freestyle DM, but you already know that. You know that, don't you? I do
Freestyle
freestyle. Freestyle DM, because my name's Doyle Mills and that.
I like that.
Man.
Not because you want people to slide in.
Do you know when you start your
DMs?
Instagram? You know when you start your Instagram, yeah, and you just don't know to think of a name. And I was like, I'm called Doyle Mills, and I'm doing freestyle football, so freestyle DM, innit?
Mate, imagine my one.
What's my name? I'll go with that. Yeah, I mean that's right. Though it should be that.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, but then someone's
Wasn't I?
taking your name. You clearly haven't had that problem.
I was like, yeah, I knew my one.
Go on,
Don't know whether
Cass.
to go with the
That's a
double
one-off
S.
Cass is
like,
locked into the game. He's
put a
locked
little,
in.
when I was like, when you first get it, put a little kiss at the end. You never know.
Or underscore or some nonsense.
Yeah. There we go.
Cass is very
Come
disappointed.
on, lads, see
you can
this
hear
out
it.
now. 9 minutes.
Rashford's literally just.
I just want to make
defense.
United fans unhappy. If
It
I can
always-
make United fans unhappy after Arsenal fans being unhappy yesterday. It's a
Yeah,
good
I
day
agree.
on the
I
timeline.
don't
It's
mind
a good
United
day on
fans
the
being
timeline.
unhappy. That's pretty sound for me, actually.
His fucking team.
It's always one of them, innit? When you go 2 goals
Hey,
up, you feel
Ryan
like you've
Mason
lost the
been-
game after 2-2. But when you score
chest
2
press there,
goals
innit?
after coming back, you feel like it's a triumph. You've fought your way back into it. So I know how you're feeling, Cass, right now, and so do Arsenal supporters, and I'm pretty sure they do as well. It's very difficult to try and find a winner now for United. They look like they've been struggling in this second half.
I'm seeing people delete their tweets. I saw it already, don't worry.
Tottenham are this is
They
the
are,
press that
no.
we just did not see in the first half. You've seen them sprint at players now.
But this is the thing
Unbelievable.
with Spurs is that they can't keep. This is not sustainable. Coming from behind is not sustainable.
No.
All the time.
And what we do
It's
is
awful.
we
I
do
look
this.
at
that.
This is why they will not. You know,
The
they
last
won't ever be
15 minutes
title
of
contenders.
every game you watch a Spurs game, you would think, yo, these lot are playing like there's a title on the line.
What is?
Go and watch
what
the
are you
first
doing,
15 minutes.
Fred, man? Maybe
They
friction
do
and
this.
Embarrassing the
They
contrast.
do this
So right.
from the whistle, from the get go. This could be a completely different team.
Do you know what? So much so, right, at the start of the season, we started saying that it was Conte telling the players to do it because of the World Cup, and we want them to conserve their energy to use in
we
the
said
second
that
half.
so much.
But that's probably not true. That's probably it's just the players. They're not responding well. They're not activated when the game starts,
Nope.
and they're only activated when they're losing and getting booed.
Yep.
That's not when to switch on. If you don't want to get booed, you need to play straight away. Defend.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's that, man? Pass it to flipping Martial.
You're completely right. Like it's not what it's about. You can't wait. You can't wait to get booed off by your own fans. You can't wait to go 1-0, down. It just doesn't. It's just not. You won't
Sustainable?
see. That's not what City do, is it?
No, they go, and that's just what they do. So with Liverpool last season as well. That's exactly what we did. High press.
It's mad. Like even when City are 4-0 up, they're pressing exactly how Spurs are right now. They still want it, no matter how much they've got in the bag already.
They're winners.
They
Ellie.
are, yeah.
They're winners.
Oh, by the way, did you see Haaland yesterday?
Take his hair
Take
off.
his hair down
I said it.
just to score the goal.
No,
Yeah, of course he
I
did.
tweeted it because all game he was having these chances where you think this is bread and butter. He should be finished. He should have had 4 or 5.
But Ramsdale
yeah.
done some
And
good
then
saves.
he
don't
just
Kelly.
said, you know what? My last trick I have in my bag. Let me see if the hair thing works.
Yeah.
As soon as he shook
Yeah.
it, I said, yeah, the
Definition
L'Oreal
of letting
advert
your
is
hair
pending.
down.
And
He's going to get his.
And it was
2
mad.
seconds
Oh,
later, he
God,
scored.
yeah.
Because his worst connection of the game was his goal. He connected so well with the
Literally.
shots, and the keeper done really
The
well.
one where he should have finished was when he between 2
the croqueta
defenders.
lads.
Oh! I
Naughty
said,
that way,
brother,
innit?
if you finish that and broke the record on that goal, forget about it,
I
man.
seen that right, and Kevin De Bruyne was right on the back post to just slot it in, but he didn't even moan at Haaland, right? Because you know when a player does something like that, you're like, fair play, lad. I would
Yeah.
want to score that goal too. Good little highlight reel, that one.
Yeah, also so funny, like I was watching the game working yesterday and making like different edits throughout the game, like some of, KDB's best touches throughout the game, all of that. Like the most downloaded content was Haaland taking his hair down and then scoring. Of course it was. It's what the people want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't lie to
and
you.
he
That-
knows that. He actually sat through the whole game and he's thinking, I'm not the main character of this one. Soon as he does
How can I
that,
do so?
he suddenly steals
Voila.
the show.
He's a
It's
star?
the Haaland. He is.
He's a star.
Star power recognition. Look at this little
look at
diving
Kul-
Frenchman. Get out of here, you baguette eating.
Oh.
Come on.
Get up.
That's a foul.
Get
Especially,
up.
if anything.
Vamos. Come on, man. You're just too heavy. Your gut weighed you down. That wasn't no foul.
Oh, Harry Kane's down here for Tottenham. That's not good for them.
No, he's trying to rescue them a point. That's what he's doing.
Oh.
Fuad says, oh, because he doesn't like that. Harry Kane is on the flow.
Yeah, that's called experience, killing any momentum that United have. Team is
Any
starved.
change in the Newcastle game?
Does not seem to be any change so far. I have not heard.
Newcastle's finished, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be finished by now.
Ended 4-1.
I thought it was 5-1.
No, 4-1.
Oh, I tell you what, if Liverpool beat Spurs on Sunday, lads, ooh, we're quite close to the top 4 there, I tell you. It's not going to happen, but we are close. But Liverpool found the form too late in the season to be able to get top 4, but we have found form, which is great. And we've got our next, actually, 3 games at home, which is wonderful.
Interesting as well that they were saying because of how you guys have been this season, inconsistency, the dressing room apparently
Look, he's going for a
so
point.
that going into next season, you guys are
We're
you're
gonna
going to be back.
I massively agree. So the season when we done really poorly in the lockdown season and we had no veg and all this, everyone was saying Liverpool are finished, all this. I even remember Robbie, he come out and said it. He's like, Liverpool are not going to be the team that they were. And I was like, you haven't seen the full strength Liverpool yet because we haven't had these players yet. And what did we do? We went on to fight for a quadruple and we're 2 games away from winning it. So I do believe in Liverpool and I believe in our resilience and our desire to be successful. It comes from a fire in the belly, it comes from the fans and it comes from the city. That's why
Do
I
you
always say to people,
do you not think though, looking at the last 3 seasons, seeing as that season maybe as the
pinnacle,
players pulled it together for one final
yeah,
hurrah,
it was
if
that.
that made sense.
It was that. That's why we're rebuilding right now. What's that?
But I don't think that rebuild is going to bring you back to where you were before that.
There's no doubt. I think I agree with you there in the sense that 97 points, 93 points, 99 points, whatever it may be, yeah, that's the very best football can offer. There is no better. And so, yes, we might not get to them levels, but City might not either. That's the top level, mate. That's being set. It's 100 points by City had never been done before. That was the first time ever. And that's why you've got to look at these Liverpool teams and these City teams and really think about the football that they've played as being the best in the Premier League history. It really is. Thierry Henry, Man United, all that rivalry was great, but that didn't produce the football or results that these 2 teams have. They've just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
No.
The very top teams, mate. Liverpool have been in Champions League final 3 times in 5 years, love. That's mad. That's mad. I know we've lost twice to Real Madrid, but still.
And you cheated the other one.
Cheated the other, he says. No, wait. 3 in the last 5 years, mate. If we're talking about the last 15 years, we're going to say about 6. Because we're them guys. 5. 2007, 2005, 2018, 2019, 2021.
That's 5.
6. Can you count, Brev?
Wait.
Did he teach you how to count in Tottenham, lad?
Do again.
2005.
5.
2007.
7.
2019.
19.
2000 and...
Garbage.
Keep going!
No, it's...
Keep going, dummy!
No, 2018, 2019, 2021. Yes, we lost to Real Madrid.
Honestly,
why is he...
And then, that's 5. You said 07, 05.
I didn't, I said 05. Stop, no, motherfucker.
Go on.
05.
I got you here.
05, he hasn't. 05, 07, 18, 19, 21.
Where's the 6th one? Where's the 6th one? Dummy! You all saw that! I got you! Hey, I'm so glad I got him on this stream. He's the one to get me on stream and I got him!
I just love the fact that he's on this to banter you and you've actually...
Fair play.
You've taken his toys away.
Bloody day. Can't argue with that one, can I?
Chat had an extra final. I'm watching, blood.
Fair play.
Right. Not long left. Have they either team got anything left in the bag?
It's done. It's this man, Ten Hag has to take the blame again. He has to take the blame. He put on. Why are you putting on Wout Weghorst? What inclines him to play that man?
You bought him?
You didn't buy him.
No, you did.
No, we never. He's not a. He's alone.
No, you brought him in.
Yeah, but he bought him in.
I thought you said he bought him.
Well, yeah. I mean, the poll is complete. We have had 544 votes for our DR Sports Day. Should it happen? Should it not? Anyone want to guess the percentages?
If I'm seeing less than 90%, yes, I will be livid. Those of you that have voted no, just leave the stream. I don't even want you here.
I completely agree with this, but unfortunately, it is below 90%.
It better not be below 85.
It is 85. I don't know how the maths works here, though, because it's 85 yes, 14% no. So that 1% not really sure.
They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
Listen, man, it'll be good if we do it.
Anyway, we've had over 1,000 of you watching throughout the whole stream, and you've watched me get smoked, even though I was supposed to be doing the smoking. So if you give some likes, that would be lovely. One last push for the likes before the game ends. That would be great.
Go on, give an example of how easy it is to do the like.
Bush! Like that. I think that's my favourite.
4 minutes added time, already 1 minute into it.
Yeah, I can't count. That's fair. I look stupid there, and that's fair. I looked very stupid.
What did you do?
Because I counted 5 instead of 6.
I mean,
I'm holding
the Champions League and then he said,
you know what?
Count again.
Hey, it's mad because I was just remembering like we had 6 Champions Leagues. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. I was just getting confused about that.
My name's not Fuad. They're saying it's Wuad. Big W's only, yeah.
What?
Wuad.
Ain't no, hey.
I love the kids. Hey, you lot are W.
Does nobody
common W Fuad. Wuad.
Hey, I don't know who said this because he supports Tottenham. They've never won anything, so he can't be Wuad. He's Sadad. That's what he is, lad.
Sadad.
Dishing out all his pain to everybody in there, making me look stupid
as long
on
as
stream.
I suffer, people will suffer with me. That's all I can promise.
And that's that man for you, yeah.
And when I make others suffer, I will make you laugh.
So Alex has said in the comments, basically disagreeing with you, Kas, that this is Weghorst's fault. He said, "How's this Weghorst's fault?"
I didn't say if you listen to me, whatever your name is.
Did you watch the game? We didn't play that good. Spurs was just
no, bro. I said it's on that man Ten Hag.
But you did say for bringing.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't say it's Weghorst's fault. Why is it Weghorst's fault? Why we're doing it? Why did he bring him on? There was no need. As soon as he come on, we lost major control. Not just control, major control. And of course you can blame the players, but he's the one that's putting on so many subs. But you didn't need to take off both Anthony and Sancho.
You look muppy.
Hey, Wuad clan.
Oh my word.
Hey, that's what they're coming with.
Nah, you're lying.
I love you lot.
Here we go.
My people.
Wuad. It's outrageous. This is the sort of thing that puts a smile on your face. I think says more about you.
It is.
This is what I love.
Than
Community.
anything.
The only thing I'm going to be able to do to Fuad now is we play football together, and I know you think you're Mr. Centre-back and that, yeah? I know he thinks that.
Is it? Is that what you said?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
But watch me smoke and cooking.
I can't lie, that is one area where I'm like, hey, Doyle might get me there, you know? He might break the invisible wall of man. I've never been nutmegged before, you know?
Oh, really?
I've been nutmegged since 2008.
Wait, he went, I've never been nutmegged before.
2008.
I've never been nutmegged since 2008.
I
Because he hasn't
remember.
played 40 since 2008, that's why. This man. Hey.
Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater.
Wait, really? So you actually play in a team together?
No. Just like I'm a professional football freestyler. And
Well, you don't play
Listen,
together.
yeah, freestylers, they think all that tricky stuff works on the 11-a-side pitch.
I didn't say about 11-a-side pitch, lad. I said
come see me,
I said
Doyle.
1v1,
Come see
bro.
me on the 11-a-side pitch. We'll see what you're doing.
Alright, we'll do that. We'll do.
Done.
I'll enjoy it.
Hey, no cameras allowed. No cameras allowed.
Kas, you're not happy.
The game is over. It's 2-2. Tottenham have come back from a 2-0 deficit. Fuad is smiling, not like we wanted them. We wanted them crying at the end of the stream. And in fact, we've got Kas, who is fuming. How are you feeling, lads?
Shit.
Oh, okay, there was one word for us. How are you feeling, Fuad?
Listen, not too bad to be honest. I expected a defeat going into this game. Knew we were kind of in free fall. United were kind of very confident coming into this game, obviously celebrating the early goal. But I think second half, boys showed great character, to be fair. Especially the way they went out. First half, very poor. But draw out here, leaving, considering you wanted me to lose today. You wanted me to lose. You wanted me to lose. I'll take a draw.
There's still time in this stream for you to take a little Ellie, yeah? So, if you wouldn't mind production, would you get this up for me, please?
What they did. Hey, do you know where that picture's from? when I was smoking on Arsenal last season. But they bottled the top 4 race and we dumped on them in the North London derby, and I was there. I said, give me Robbie's cigars. They're my cigars.
Look at this man. Yeah. He celebrates everyone else's
This
pain.
time I'm going to be smoking on that Arsenal pack after you lot lost the bottle yesterday, yeah? All United fans in my mentions. I'm coming. When the stream finishes, I'm coming for you lot as well, don't worry.
Hey, he celebrates everyone's pain because he can't celebrate his own success. Hey, I promise you, this man goes home and cries.
You Spurs.
Anyway, I think it was a great game, wasn't it, that we watched? It was definitely not the game that I thought it was going to be, where Man United were just going to walk all over Spurs. I think in the second half, they'd come back and showed a bit of character, like you said. And in fact, if they'd done that from the start of the game, they probably could have won. So I think...
Agree. And you saw the difference. I don't know what it was or what activated them in the second half, but second half they seemed like they were pressing a lot more. We could have even had 3 or 4 goals potentially, with some chances being missed. But honestly, very surprised with the second half performance. But if that's something we can see till the end of the season, keep going. Let's see it. But we all know it won't happen. First half, next game, we'll be back to normal. We'll see you on the weekend now. We'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? But,
it's an Anfield, like.
At the moment now, what is it? 54.6 points behind.
Back up to 5th.
I don't see top 4 as a reality
We're done,
anymore.
lad, for that. We're done. Both of us aren't doing that.
Yeah, it's too much of a climb.
We got Aston Villa on the weekend.
It might sound weird, but I wouldn't mind no Europe.
No, of course, doesn't sound weird.
I really wouldn't mind no Europe. I know sometimes people are, oh, you're Tottenham, you can't avoid to not have silverware. But I think the 1 year respite, get a new manager in, just focus on building an 11, 1 game a week. I would kind of love that, to be fair. We'll take a draw today, though.
It's good to have 1 trophy to focus on. As a fan, however, I do like to watch my team play football as much as possible. So I don't mind if they play in Europe and it's Europa League. No problem. I'll watch them. I love my team. You said it was shit. Any other thoughts, lads, before we go?
Sums up Man United, isn't it? I think I'd not say at the start of the stream as well. It wouldn't surprise me. Like 2-1, 2-0, something like that. I didn't expect a draw, but it's just Man United. When it comes to the away form, it's actually that horrible.
You said as well, when they're supposed to win, they don't.
You never do. Make it hard. Then you go play Aston Villa, somehow win 3-0
against big 6 clubs, especially away from home.
Well, it's not even a big 6 club, is it?
Well, no,
it's just it don't matter what it is. It's any top 10 club.
Big game.
Literally garbage. Man United are garbage, and that's just down to, again, for me, it's just down to substitutions as well. I wanted Harry Maguire to come on because you saw. Who was it? Was it Eric Dyer at the back post? I'm thinking that shows inexperience right there. And he's not a centre-back in his fairness. You're lacking control. That you've already taken Sancho off and you're putting Marcel on the wing. Why are you putting Marcel on the wing, then putting Vegas in the 10 just to put Bruno on the right? I just don't get the gimmick. And he must have thought that's going to be some sort of control, but Ten Hag's got to take some blame there for why it is. And obviously the players can always take accountability. But if that's what the performance is going to be at the FA Cup final, then forget it. They got the treble.
I think everyone's expecting Man City to pretty much win that, to be quite honest with you.
There's nothing to be positive about. There's nothing to be positive about whatsoever.
However, anyway, after this game, which was fantastic to watch, especially you two, happy man, sad man, we just got some big news. The firm, big news.
Oh yeah.
Sports Day, yeah. So.
Tell me it's confirmed.
It's coming. Big Jace, big producer, yeah. The man behind the screen just texted me and said, "The DR Sports Day.
It's on.
It's coming."
I love it.
Oh my god, that is going to be incredible.
As we said, we've had 1,000 people, so smash the like button for this, because we've had a great stream.
Just for that.
And we're going to produce some wonderful content. You're going to see Matisse running down a 100-metre sprint, mate. Might even see him with an egg in a cup, or who knows what we're going to see.
Three-legged race, we would be incredible.
Magical stuff has been created in this stream, so if you could just smash that like button, that would be great. Any last thoughts before we go, guys?
Incredible stream, man. Enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it massively. I even enjoyed you guys coming back just to see that smile.
I did not enjoy that. I got smoked by Fuad and I wasn't supposed to.
Better luck next time.
Anyway, thank you for coming, everyone, guys. It's been a fantastic stream. Enjoyed it. Brilliant game. Come again. Big game time. When's our next stream, the firm? When is our next stream?
On the week, Saturday football show.
Saturday football show, you know what that is. We'll be covering all the 3 o'clock kickoffs.
Are you guys going to be doing the game together on the on
Sunday? I'll be there, mate. Will you be there, Fuad?
I might be working now.
Oh, he says he might be working.
So, man.
What a little
I would have watched that.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. It's been a great show. Thank you.
Oh God, McLaren gone. He's been in the pit 40 seconds. Whoa. Ah! Front wing, careful with the front wing. God!
Matisse, it's happening, mate. I'm putting on my lucky new Ferrari hat.
Oh no! Oh, science! It's Leclerc. It's Leclerc. Drama.
Take that out.
Introducing Fan Zone.
My friend Elliot from Canada.
We are still.
Say we
top of the league. Say we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league.
Allows any fan, anywhere you are on the planet, to broadcast live into our shows at the push of a button via our website or app.
I'm tired of hearing about the Europa League like it's silverware. So is the League Cup. So is the Dubai Cup. So is the Community Shield.
Ah, Michael, come on, they're not the same level.
No, I mean it.
Cecile. My guy.
Fan Zone on AFTV Plus. You can download